Nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to your Sunday night broadcast here on SRW TV. Tonight we bring to you the simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. Tonight's round is here at Suzuka International Racing Course. This is the GP layout, and that is brought to you thanks to Dragon RC. Tonight you have myself, Nathan ShiBBy Howard, and Stephen, who is missing Sinkovic at this very moment.
I'm here.
Oh, he's back. Good timing, mate. Good timing.
I had to pop out and duck out and get some reference points for the night and speak to some of the people on track and stuff like that. No, I'm lying. I spoke to Tyson.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't do that sort of stuff. Preparation is not a thing.
Yeah, this is true. No, I prepare a lot, mate. Actually, I race this on a Tuesday, so I can tell you what it's like on a Sunday. I don't deliberately go to the back of the grid just to look like crap and embarrass myself, or do I?
Yeah, that's why we don't put you on camera anymore, mate. Looks
Why
bad
not?
for us all.
Hey, look, if I'm out there, I'm doing the spins. It's all for the corporate identity. It's all about our sponsors.
That's true. The more spins you do, the more often you can get caught on camera. So
Yeah, exactly. It's not always about being the fastest.
no, that's exactly right. But here we are at Suzuka International for the GP layout, 5.75 kilometers over in Japan. Temperature is saying 23 degrees at the moment, so interesting to see how the guys go. We are doing a top 10 shootout as well once we get qualifying on the way. The guys are just finishing their practice session at the moment, and while we've got a bit of time, I want to let the viewers know about the winner last week, which was actually Mr. Zachary Vlasbom. Crazy finish. If you haven't seen last night's broadcast, you need to go and watch it. Mr. Vlasbom stayed consistent all night, sitting 5th and 4th throughout the night. Top 3 were battling away. Within 2 laps of the race, top 3 take all each other's out, and Vlasbom does the old Bradbury and sneaks on through for a P1 win. So it's quite an exciting race. And we were at Daytona International last week, so really fun track to get the V8 Supercars around on, so definitely go and check that out if you guys haven't watched last week's race.
Yeah, and there's more to come on this track tonight too, which is going to be even crazier. Before we go any further, though, I'd like a big shout out to Mr. Dragon RC himself. Dan Schultz got smacked up by a car the other day. He thought Dan Schultz stands for Superman, and thought he would try to catch a thief who was trying to knock off some tools from his shop. He works at Sydney Tools, and decided he would take on a car as well. So he's probably watching in bed full of bruises and slightly damaged. Take care of yourself, mate, and I hope you get back on your feet this week or soon.
Yeah, definitely. So he works at Sydney Tools. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I nearly had a
So he
job
actually
as well.
sells our Warren and Brown tools.
Oh, fantastic. Huge shout out to Warren and Brown, as always. Not round sponsor tonight, but I definitely believe they need more shout outs. They did a great job for us down at the show last weekend, and looks like it was an absolute blast. So if you guys haven't seen that highlight video with the photos and stuff, it is on our Facebook page, and go check it out, because the next show coming up, head down to, where do you live again? In that cold place down the bottom of Australia?
Melbourne, mate. Melbourne.
Yeah, that's the one, in Melbourne. We do have the
Yeah.
standings on screen at the moment. Mr. Funky Miller, playing consistent, great driving this season, sitting in first place with 511 points from Quanti Peckham's Performance Racing. Now, that is a tongue twister. If you want to try that at home, spit it out 3 times. Really difficult. Sam Noble, great to see a 9.5 Sim Sports driver out there, sitting in second place with 477 points. And look at this. Look who's in third. Mr. Junior Delaney, the young gun from Fishy Motorsports 2. absolutely trouncing the rest of the Fishy Motorsports and sitting in third place with a 4:37. Mind you, he probably has raced a few more races than the Fishy boys due to, other commitments, but there he is, sitting in third in the Pro-Am Championships. Has managed to squeeze himself into a top 10 this season as well and finish on the podium. This young gun is one to watch.
He is amazing, mate. I've stopped rattling that can because I don't want to jinx him every week because I admire the young fella and what he's doing. His driving has gone next level this season, so good on him, and I'm not going to jinx him, and we'll go on to the next topic.
As you can see, though, guys, there is the rest of the table. It will be updated every week. Lots of drivers getting involved in the Pro-Am series. If you at home or know someone who's into sim racing, head them over to www.simracingworld.com.au or send them our Discord link, which is in the description below. If you want to check out any of our sponsors and anything they can do to help you, all their social links and web pages are in the description below. So go check them out.
And while we're talking about that, a few bit of housework we've got to do. Tonight's, instead of giving the driver of the day, we're going to give the mum of the day, being that it's Mother's Day, and the amount of work they do for all us young men and ladies out there in this world. We appreciate you. We love you, Mum. And we thank you for everything you've done for bringing us into this beautiful world. So shout out to anyone that's on YouTube. Shout out your mum's name or the driver. Whoever, give us a hint on who it is. Chat on the chat. We will go through it as we go tonight, and by the end of the show, we will pick a driver's mum or a mum of the viewer or a cousin or whatever like that, and you will win some Tempting Sweets from Tempting Sweets.
Oh yes, a nice package. You see, some of the boys in the Discord have actually gone out of their way to buy some of the packages they offer. And all I've heard is worth every cent.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. It's good to hear. I'm sure that the people down at Tempting Sweets would be stoked to hear that.
Definitely. TemptingSweets.com.au. Go check them out. Australian owned and operated sweets lolly store. Do plenty of things. Also cater for parties. So could be worth having a look out for your next party.
100%. And while you're looking out, we're at 718 subscribers. We are on our way to the 1,000, and we are itching to give away the Racecraft rig and seat worth about $1,900 plus freight that we will be paying. So get in there, like, subscribe, family, friends, relos, whoever. And let's get that rig out of my place.
Told you, mate, if you're that keen to get it out of your place, look, you don't have to give it away to us. Well, I am a subscriber. You could just say, yep, someone's won it, and it could just turn up at my doorstep. That'd be amazing. Not that I'd ever use it. That's my problem. I would prefer someone who's going to use it. Yeah, if someone's going to use it, I'd much prefer them to win it. That's for sure. But definitely huge shout out to Racecraft as the boys are now heading out for the qualifying session tonight. Well, the initial qualifying session before our top 10 shootout tonight. If you don't know what a top 10 shootout, the 10 best times of this qualifying session will go through to a solo session where those 10 will battle it out against each other. One warm-up lap, one hot lap is all you have to set the quickest time, and that will determine our top 10 of the grid for our feature 60-minute race here tonight.
And they're already out there and hailing each other with the two boys out there. Cowie, who's Cowie followed by at the moment? I can't see it on my screen.
That is his teammate. Actually, we're on board with them at the moment. He's being followed by Bradley John Clayton, a new AM driver to the Performance Sim Racing team. Has been out here for a couple of weeks now. Don't think he quite has the pace as Cowie, but I tell you what, with Cowie and the PSR team helping him out, I dare say we'll see this man start picking up some skills and speed on the track as well.
They pick up drivers left, right, and centre. I was chatting. We were in the one of the chat rooms the other night while we were racing, and before I could even mention to the driver, you should come and join SRW. There's Tyson already going, yeah, mate, you should come and race with us. And I'm like, well, that was a missed opportunity, Steve.
Yeah, you got to get in quick, mate. A lot of teams out there looking for new drivers to help, of course, push their team as well as their sponsors, because, of course, getting on a broadcast is a great way to shout out your sponsors and show, just the amount of effort that actually does go into sim racing. This is, the next best thing to real racing. So a bunch of guys out there, super, super quick drivers as well.
Well, did you hear the other news that was a bit sad, actually? Century Motorsports. The boys have disassembled the team. It's become a bit too much work and life is getting in the way, so Century Motorsports is disbanding.
Oh,
the
no.
Yeah, so the drivers will be still participating here and there, and they've been with us from day dot, which is it's been awesome. All the boys that race in there, they've been absolute gentlemen and really great bunch of blokes to race with and race against. They're disbanding the team, and I did a shout out to them on Facebook and said, thank you for your support from day dot. I hope they enjoy the rest of the season, and whenever they're ready to come and have a spin or want to come for a spin, just let me know.
So no more tasty KFC cars to make me extremely hungry every time I see them on the broadcast.
No.
Well, I do hope they keep getting out there regardless of being in a team or not. I've got to know a few of the Century Motorsports guys over the last nearly 2 years with SRW, so, bunch of great guys. Always love getting out there and having a bit of fun, so I do actually hope we get to see them on track, even without the Century Motorsports paints on them.
Have a look like Matty Jones already
on board right now. We're on board with him now. We're talking about him on Friday night in the GT3. This man has just come back to SRW after a bit of a break. Used to phenomenally dominate the Formula 3. This man is ridiculously quick in anything he gets in. And with a 2:01.528, that is faster than anything we saw in practice. What a screamer.
Fastest in practice.
It was a 4.28, was it?
Yeah.
2:01.428.
4.25. So he's 1/10 away from his fastest lap in practice, which is super fast. Don't forget, Matty Jones is also a unofficial world record holder in the RS8s. He broke two records on two different tracks, not season 1 but season 4 last year, or 3 last year.
Yeah, I think it was season 3, you're right.
Yeah, very fast in a lot of different type of cars.
Yeah, he did hold those unofficial world records. We see Andrew Cowan just jump up into 7th place. We were talking to him last week. He said he's not really been feeling it this week as we're watching that time change. Junior Delaney jumps into 6th as well. But yeah, we're talking to Cowan last week and said he hasn't been really feeling it. Had a couple of rough races, but, got to get out there and race hard to see what you're actually capable of. So hopefully he has a much better race tonight. Dylan Gray, 2nd place. Joe Mahoney, 3rd. Blake Delaney just jumped into 4th with a 2:02.560. Good to see the Fishy Boys crew getting back out there. Wonder how all the teams have done in the 24-hour race, or how they are actually going. If anybody has some insight, let us know.
In the chat, let us know.
We want to know how your teams are doing.
We're always supporting, our teams when they're out and about. So yeah, give us a yell. We would love to, pump your tyres a bit.
Oh, speaking of pumping your tyres, bit of a car gone wide there. Wow, these guys came flying out over the first few minutes of this qualifying session. is happening with the timing tower?
Oh, you know, SDK's having fun as it usually
No,
does.
it's a ShiBBy thing.
It's a ShiBBy thing.
It was a ShiBBy thing.
So at the moment, we've got Matty Jones in the 201 in top spot. Dylan Gray in second place with a 202, followed by Joe Mahoney with a 202.4. Delaney, Jet Murray's just popped up with a 201.735 out of nowhere. So he's popped Delaney down to fifth with a 202. And this thing is changing like crazy. Dylan Gray's just popped up with a 202 as well. So every time I go to read this list, it keeps changing. So you guys just might as well have a look at what's on your screen. Because as I'm getting to it, it's changing. Harry Dodds is in the top 10 as well. Chris Miller, Troy Dooley. This is all about to change, as we know. And the last one in there is Ty Delaney in the top 10. And things will change very quickly as we get to the, what are we here? Laps time 7.5 minutes. So we're at the 15-minute mark, coming to the 15-minute mark at the moment. And then things will start to heat up in the last 5 and 10.
Jones, he is on purples again. He's going to go faster. He is going to go faster. He's on 4 purples and looking extremely smooth. Look at that nice smooth movement on that wheel. You can hear just how smooth he is on that accelerator as he comes through the corners. Let's listen to this V8 beast as we ride on the last quarter of this lap with Matt Jones to see if he can best his own time.
Hit first gear well before the corner there. Rides at curbs. And foot down straight away. This man is fast.
Oh, 201.086. It was nearly in the twos.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Excuse my blasphemy, but that is a fast time. Michael Whiting's popped up in the third, the 202.3.
Matty Jones.
Still yet to see Dyke set a lap. Mr. Coleman is going to be joining us a little bit late, so he's going to miss out the top 10 shootout. Tell you what, ShiBBy, this field is getting stronger and stronger every season.
Yeah, definitely. I think the AMs have a huge advantage of being able to race this track twice in 1 week. They get the Tuesday night AM series where they get to run their own top 10 as well as a race in conjunction with the Pro-Am. And you can just see how quick these AM drivers are getting. It's becoming a mixed Pro-Am. We don't have the pros up front running their own race and then the AMs behind them. It is a complete Pro-Am mixed race everywhere you look.
Yeah, and it's it shows within the improvement with the guys that are racing week in, week out. Yeah, I'm stoked for some of these guys, and surprisingly enough, some of these fellas like Clutters and who else? Clutters, Miller. They don't do the Tuesday nights either, and they must be practicing on their own because their times have been crazy. Well, Miller's now got himself into the Fishy Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And isn't he a pro driver?
Say again?
I thought Miller was pro.
He is a pro driver, yeah. And,
He started as an AMS though.
I keep forgetting that he moved up halfway through the season last season. But he's a magician. But a lot of the guys, there's a few of them there, but a few of them that aren't there. So the improvement's gone right across the board. Brett Wardby's just gone, happy birthday to Mr. Dyke.
That's funny.
Oh, that's right, actually.
Yeah, it actually was
his birthday.
Yeah, it's not
birthday.
even the running joke between the fishies this time. It actually was
No,
Mr.
it
Dyke's
actually
birthday.
is his birthday,
Yeah, huge shout out to the bus driver. That's maybe why he's not here tonight. He's too bloody hungover from yesterday.
He's registered for the session.
Okay.
But I haven't seen him on track just yet. He did. I did send him a message to see if he's coming on board tonight, and he said yes. So he's probably celebrating his birthday with the family.
And Mother's Day as well. Huge shout out to all the mums out there that put up with us all. Yeah, huge happy Mother's Day. Don't forget, guys, shout your mum out in the chat. Shout a driver's mum out in the chat, because we actually want to give a gift to them thanks to temptingsweets.com.au. So we're going to possibly pick one by random, because it's going to be the easiest way to do it, because I'm sure everybody will just vote for their own mum. So yeah,
get them up there.
Give a shout out to your mums tonight. Whoa, Cowan hits the wall. No, that wasn't Cowan. We were on board with Dan. That was Chris Millifunko. Just down the end there, straight through the sand pit, straight into the wall. Did come through with a cracking lap, though, to put himself into third, a 2:01.97. Matches Michael Whiting to the T.
It's amazing how close these guys can get with their times. ShiBBy, just check your messenger. I just sent you something. The Matty Jones is still on top with a 2:01.086. Do you reckon we're going to break the 2:01? That would be pretty spectacular.
Matty Jones keeps going the way he is. We're definitely going to break it.
All right, so we're halfway through the quali, the 25-minute pre-quali. This is the business end that's coming up now, so everyone's going to start to get stuck in and done their adjustments and ready to rock. Let's see.
Mate, we need to do some spell checking on that before anything. I didn't know it was Warren and Brown.
Well, Brad did do a spell check.
That's Brad's fault.
Is that the only area you found, mate?
So far. I'm too busy trying to watch the qualifying session here. Troy Dooley coming around the end of the track now on some personal best sectors. Might be in for a good lap here. And he went from 12th to 7th. Great lap there for Troy Dooley. Squeezes himself up into the top 10 shootout and bumps Andrew Cowan down to 11th and knocks Andrew Cowan out of the top 10.
Dude, have a look at the times from 5th downwards. It's less than a tenth between the gap between each driver.
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
Yeah. It's like 3/10 between the 5th driver and the 11th driver. That's how close it is. The times are crazy.
Bradley Clayton over the line, not enough to improve Matty Jones over the line. Man, 2:01.09 is ridiculous. Did not go any faster. I think he might have had an off track that didn't even register. That is such a phenomenal lap time. Jet Murray, 2:01.74. Chris Miller Funky, 2:01.97. Michael Whiting, 2:01.97. That is super fast. Brett Warby said, Mr. Dyke still eating cake. Good on him.
That'll be right. The boys out there, Dykey has set a lap. He's got a 2:02.669, so he's out on track now. I'm really expecting a kick-ass race here. I think this track's got enough challenges in some of these quarters. It looks like the boys at the moment are just getting their tyres up and tempered, ready for a crack on them at the moment. You can see all the orange sectors coming through. I reckon we'll start seeing some purples come through in the next lap runs.
Good chance. 10 minutes left to go. The fight here is who is going to finish in our top 10 to go through to the top 10 shootout. I think that's what we've got to watch out for, is actually the guys in 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th to see if they can squeeze their way up into that top 10.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap there between, I think, Jace Douglas, Cowan will be pushing it up in there. But the boys that are up there in the top 10 are going to fight back. You're looking at the moment, there's Dykey's in 10th, Dodds in 9th, Delaney in 8th, Dooley 7th, Mahoney 6th, Gray 5th, Whiting 4th, Miller 3rd, Murray 2nd and fastest at the moment. is Matty Jones, and that is Matty Jones just setting up the lights again with 2 purple sectors, and he's come up with no faster than he started with, a 2:01.806, so he hasn't topped it. Oh no, he's still on there. No, he hasn't improved on his time. Chris Miller has just slightly improved on his time.
Actually, Matt Jones did improve. He went a 2:01.08. He was a .09.
Yeah, on my thing, he's got exactly the same time.
My end.
1084.
Yeah, so the last time I had registered with him was a 2.01.09, and now it's just updated to a 0.8. Huge slide there from Mr. Funky Miller.
Yeah. That's the Funky Comandino. What's your pick, mate? What's your pick for the round tonight? Top 3. Give me your top 3.
The 3 that come in first, second, and third is probably the best ones to pick. I don't know, man. They're too like, it's too hard to pick.
No particular order tonight. I'm going to go with. I'm not going to put the mods on anyone, but I'm going to go with actually Jones, Whiting. Yeah, still getting some consistency in the V8, and he needs a stronger teammate behind him. I'm going to go for Delaney, because I know that Dyke's been crook all week. Probably not going to be the sharpest tool in the shed for the night, but that's my pick for the top 3, not in any particular order.
Well, I'm going to say, with how quick Matt Jones is, if he's not in the top 3, then something catastrophe went wrong.
Well, he hasn't got a teammate to back him up. That's his only problem he's got up there. He hasn't got the teammate to support him. Whereas the Whiting and Delaney do.
Well, speaking of
Delaney's
Delaney,
jumped up to third, 2:01, 6.53. So that top 3 is pretty much my prediction for tonight. I'm sure that'll spur on other drivers to come up with trumps and put their hat in the ring. We have got
close, but not enough to get him any further up the top. Keep an eye on Andrew Cowan. I'm really hoping for a cracker here, and he can sneak himself into that top 10. He is just off the edge of Jamie Dyke at this moment.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at Jesus, from 6th, 202.3 to 12th, 202.8, 5/10 from 6th to 12th across 6 positions. So it can happen. You don't get that clean run, you have that off, and catch you later on, Owen.
Come on, Ali. No, that's a different song. He's got it in him too, Cowie. I know he does. He calls himself the average sim racer, but I'm telling you now, he is more than an average sim racer.
Oh, he's improved a lot. 5 minutes. The business is on. We've got 5 minutes left. The boys will be out there doing a warm-up lap, judging by all the yellow sections and sectors out there at the moment. And then we'll see a stonking hit at the final few laps. Chase Douglas.
Is the temp out there at the moment? So track temp is 30 degrees. It's quite a warm temperature out there on that track.
With some slippery corners, so gotta be on point. Here we go.
Oh, Ed Hayden has just joined the session. There's another driver from PSR jumping on board. managed to just squeeze into the qualifying session thanks to racecraft tonight. So Matt Jones 201.065. He's got faster again. What the frick?
It is amazing, isn't it?
He just wants a 2-minute flat. I'm sure of it.
I don't know where they find it. I really don't know where they find it. It's amazing how fast these guys are.
Mikey comes across the line. A couple of best sectors. Still not enough to push him up the board.
All right, I'm predicting that the whole top 10 is going to go. Oh, no, they won't. We're too close. I can't see the whole top 10 going under 202. Ooh,
Oh, big spin.
get to the wall.
Oh, and clips.
That's the lady then too.
Yeah, clips him on the way past.
Where's that? That's in the S's. I wonder if that's affected Delaney's lap.
I dare say
Well,
so.
it probably will, because it'll give him a touch. It'll give him an off for it. So that lap will be not counted.
Yeah, he had to get off the gas. Oh, you can see Funky just clip the grass. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Teammates now.
Yeah, they are teammates now, yes. But that is racing. That is not. See here it comes. Oh, just cops. Actually, I don't think it registered. His car fixed instantly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that actually registered.
Oh, but he slowed down.
Yeah,
he slowed down. He aborted it. So there must have been something come up.
I saw his car fixed straight away. So Sam Noble from 95 Sim Sports on a couple of personal bests here.
Sam's been driving really well of late.
In the 7th! Nice! Knocks Jamie Dyke out of the top 10, and Zachary Vlasbaum jumps up into 11th as well just then.
So, and a minute and a half left.
It's always exciting with the top 10 shootout on the line to see the guys out of the top 10 right at the last minute come through with some cracking times. As you see Jason Douglas go across the line, not fast enough to move himself out of 14th position. We will be heading on to our racecraft top 10 shootout. Huge shout out to simrigs.com tonight for our V8 Supercars ProAm series. Get on over there and check out. Last time I looked, though, I actually having some seriously good sales on.
Oh, mate, products. I went and saw the boys the week of the event, and we're going to be selling their gear as well. I just haven't had time to finish the website, but yeah, blokes are their customer service, the way they operate, you just cannot. You know, at the end of the day, you're shopping out for sim gear, okay, people? And then people go out shopping and price hunting. You know, at the end of the day, if you're going to save $20 and $10, forget to ask yourself, is backup and service? You know, that's what you pay for as well. So, I would always go to go for the Sydney boys. Their service and their backup is unbelievable. They're behind the phones. They're there all the time. They hold stock. They ship out. There's no arguments. They look after the client first. So yeah, hats off to them, mate. They supported us over the expo, Motor X, and really looked after us. Is Jason Douglas on his hot lap. I'm not seeing any purples anywhere, ShiBBy, and we've got 2.5 minutes left.
Qualifying session's done.
That's it.
Yep, she's finished.
Hang on, man.
Jamie Dyke is still pushing his lap.
Yep.
Let's see if he can get round, but it's just Jamie Dyke and Andrew Cowan on track at the moment, and that will be the end of the racecraft qualifying session.
What he can pull out. He's on 2 greens. He needs a strong finish here.
He's got to pip. He's got to beat Harry Dodd's 202.656 to get himself back up into that top 10.
That engine is screaming, isn't it?
The bus driver behind the wheel does not surprise me at all. Comes through the S's here. Tricky little spot down into first. Very gentle on the accelerator through there. Now fully into it. Comes
He's got
through.
a green. Oh, he's got him
sixth.
all the way to sixth.
So that knocks Harry
leaves,
Dodds out of the top 10 shootout at the last lap.
It does. Oh, my God. So Harry's missed out by 1/500th.
Look how close all those times are. That is
it's nuts, isn't it?
phenomenal. And again, this is a mix of pros and AMs. There is not just pros at the top. There is AMs scattered all through there. It is crazy how good they're getting.
Well, the highest AM is rated in 7th, Joe Mahoney. And he had a killer race on Tuesday night too. So he done really well. And then your next one is in the top 10 is Troy Dooley. So Troy Dooley is pushed out a pro.
That is crazy. LMR Esports, there is a ticket system for that reason. We will be moving on to the next session at this moment. And Trevor Jones drops in and says, Matt Jones, when the green flag drops, the bull, it stops. That is such a good quote. I enjoy that and shows Matty Jones is definitely very serious about his racing. I am waiting for this qualifying session. Oh, it won't end. Because it's, oh, yep, there we go. Now the results are actually locked in. The session has been moved forwards. Awesome. Matt Jones takes out your racecraft equipment qualifying results and will hold provisional pole at this moment until a top 10 shootout comes by. Michael Whiting second, Blake Delaney third, Jet Murray in fourth, Chris Miller in fifth, Jamie Dyke in sixth, Joe Mahoney seventh, Sam Noble ninth, Sam Noble eighth, Dylan Gray ninth, and Troy Dooley in 10th. They are the 10 drivers that will go through to the top 10 shootout for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. And all the rest of the drivers will grid up on the grid exactly how you see them here on our results this evening. What a phenomenal look at. Oh man, I'm still just looking at the times between all the drivers. It's like, wow, this is going to be a good race.
It is crazy, isn't it? Look at that. Even, look at how far down it goes. You go to 15th, it's only, 1.9 seconds. That's not a lot. It is not a lot. It's a 10th on a corner here and there. So, yeah. Look. What can you do? It's going to be huge. I can't wait.
It sure is. We are going to take a very quick break and head on over to our top 10 shootout server. We will be back any minute. Stick with us now for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars Pro-Am series as we head over to our top 10 shootout. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of all ages, we are back for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm. This is the top 10 shootout here at Suzuka International Grand Prix layout. This is round 5, thanks to Dragon RC. LMR Esports, again, please take this to Discord. This is not a YouTube discussion.
So, top 10 shootout on a tricky track. I think it's going to be a tough one to keep the off tracks down. I reckon we're going to have a few boys that are going to miss without getting a clean lap in.
We've had a few, we had a really good run at top 10s at the start of the season, and then we had a bit of a break with some sprints, and then I think the first top 10 back, we had like 3 drivers throw it out and throw laps. So I think the pressure is definitely going to be on. This is a very, very tricky track. A lot of sort of slow moving, well, from the normal V8s, there's very slow corners and very tentative corners where you got to be very careful on your brakes and your acceleration. Any little bit, like it could be 3% more on the accelerator, and around she goes, especially down through, what's the three lot of corners that are, oh man, I don't even know the corners. Around turn 1 and turn 2, you go down into the snakes. I'm going to call it the snakes. That is a very tricky little section, especially with those large orange ripples that stick out. That definitely throws cars off. You clip that just a little bit too much, you're going to put your rear end of your car, and it's going to get really unsettled. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see if anybody does throw a lap. But we know all the drivers out on track tonight are very quick and have been extremely consistent. These guys have raced this track before in the V8s. So, mate, I'm going to say, at best, one person might have a little incident. So,
Look, it's going to be tough either way. I think the boys the other night had a few issues with it. So, it's a tough track to race, let alone do some hot laps on. We've got, I think we're waiting for some people to jump in the room to get the session going.
What's happening right now is there a driver briefing happening with RC and our 10 drivers, just making sure they all understand how this works and what cues to listen to, so the drivers all know when to head out onto track. They're waiting for a few more. Cowie jumped in and he's made a mistake and jumped out. He got told to come in. But we're still waiting for a couple more people to join in. Hopefully they'll be on their bike and they'll be in there straight away. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 3 at the moment. Excuse my cough. And hopefully we'll get them off and running shortly. For a track like this, I don't think these guys are going to be waiting in there for too long. Nah, I wouldn't think so, mate. Don't even see the cars in pit lane as of this moment, so...
They're still in the briefing room at this point, I'd suggest. They'll probably be talking to race control, running over the final bits and pieces, getting ready to rock and roll.
Oh, well, we got a bit of time too. I don't shout this out enough. A good friend of mine from America. Guys, if you like any of the music you hear throughout the stream... except our intro, that is our own music. Anything you hear through the intermissions or through the interviews at the end, if you enjoy any of that and want to go check it out, the link is down in the description below. It's by a solo man, a family man himself, loves making music. It's called Rocket Unlimited. It is actually free to use on any of your streams. There is no copyright infringements, anything. He has created a list of 200 plus really nice vibing music. Go check him out. And yeah, you can use it for absolutely free on any of your streams without copying any copyright infringements. So Rocket Unlimited, thanks for your use of the music. Thought I'd sneak that in there because I told him that we've been using the music. He's like, yeah, man, that's good. I just noticed all the music in Australia has really kicked off. And I said, mate, you know it's me. Come on.
Yeah, it's got some cool good beats coming through it. So yeah, it's always good to listen to in the back end when I'm doing my my cuts and trims. Excuse me, my voice disappeared halfway through that. When I'm doing the editing and stuff like that, I can hear it when it's in the later stages of the race. So it's cool. Thanks to him for supporting us.
Yeah, I haven't caught up with them in a while. It seems like I've gone back to full-time work. They're up and doing their thing while I'm at work, so I need to drop in and say g'day. Guys, if you got some great mates that you enjoy talking to, give them a big old g'day, mate, in the chat, hey? And we still haven't got anyone shouting out their mums or drivers' mums. We want to give away a gift pack from temptingsweets.com.au. If you're not putting names down, how are we supposed to know who to send it to? Get those names in there. You don't even have to use your mum's name. You can just say, hey, we choose Cowie's mum. We choose Blake's mum. You know, whoever.
Just out your mum.
Just shout out your mum.
Yeah.
Let us
All
know.
you gotta do is, Mum, I love you. From Blake. Mum, I love you from Gerard Cifuentes. You know, you don't even have to say that. But you know what? If your mum's watching it, what a better way to tell her that you're thinking about her.
And you could win a package from temptingsweets.com.au, which all mums like chocolates and flowers, so I believe there has been some changes within the top 10 due to some infringements during qualifying. So it does look like Andrew Cowan has managed to slot his way into the top 10.
Yep.
So we've already got Mr. Blake Delaney out there saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And Trevor Jones saying Matt Jones's mum is Margaret, and she is the best mum in the world. I'm betting, and I reckon I'd win this bet, that Trevor Jones may just be Matt Jones's, family member.
There you go, Brad Clayton. Love your mum. I went and had lunch with my mum today, so made sure that she felt the love today, even though she did all the work. But it is what it is. Cowan's out on track.
So he's going out for a warm-up now. He will be first on track, which is interesting. I hope we get an idea of what's happened to see why Cowan jumped up in, because I think he was like 12th or 13th.
We've had two drivers pull out of the top 10.
Okay, there we go.
And we'll talk about that later. But Trevor Jones is dear old dad by the sounds of it. So thanks for supporting the young fella. He's not so young, but it's good to have you out there. I hope Mum and Trev have subscribed to win a rig for their son.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, we're giving away a rig at 1,000 subscribers, and we are hot on the track of that. So definitely subscribe if you haven't. Get your friends, your family, your pet sitter, your cleaner. Get everybody to subscribe, because if we win and then they win it, you can bargain with them to get them to gift it to you.
Exactly right. A few car washes extra a month.
Ed Hayden shouted out Cowie for president.
Only in the US,
yeah. Only in the US, yeah.
I can go him up. I reckon Cowie have a good chance up against Trump.
I think most people might have a good chance up against Trump, but that's coming from an Australian. The Americans think very differently, so
this is true.
Great shouting out all your mums out there. We need to keep a list of who has shouted out their mum, because so far Trevor Jones, Blake, and Brad are all in the running to win a Tempting Sweets package for their mum for Mother's Day, as Cowie comes around onto his hot lap now.
He's coming out of that corner really nice and really smooth, so his start of the lap is excellent. You can just hear the curve as he touches it.
I'm going to say they can hear it quite clear through the broadcast. Tyres and curbing and engine are all up a fair bit, because of course I need that while I'm doing a bit of sim racing. being able to hear the tyres.
Wide. That's the right line for there. Look at him go. He's on a good run, mate.
Looking smooth.
Oh, a little bit unsettled from there. I hate that corner just there with the grass. Does he come to the bridge? That was my my pain point the other night. Well, he's got the pedal down really well through there. Got it through really clean. Can't beat that sound of a V8.
No, they do sound good. Terrible. They're horrible cars to drive, though. I promise you that. And you don't need setups. Just get out there and run a baseline. Yeah, you'd be as quick as these guys without a problem. Promise you.
Don't believe him for a word. Here we go. Couple of corners left. Yeah, cowie. No offs, nice and clean. Let's see how he goes through here.
Jason Douglas says they're good to drive. Nah, mate.
In a straight line.
Through
A 203.
0.004.
Nice.
All right, let's get Mr. Cowie in here. Stevie's all yours.
Mr. Cowie, how'd that feel, mate? The average sim racer, not so average sim racer.
I sent that hard, boys. Probably ended up making a couple of mistakes as a result, but I thought, you know, if I stuck into the top 10, I'm going to try and see if I can put down a ball terror, and it didn't quite work, but I still managed to make it count, so we'll see how the boys go.
203.004, mate. Most important thing is you've got a lap down, because we all know how tricky this track can be from Tuesday night.
I was close a couple of times there, right on the edge of it, so yeah, look, I said it and probably overdrove it, so anyway, these things happen. It was good fun.
You got the time, mate. You got your top 10 shootout, so you got that out of your belt. You're ready for next week. Just lift it up that next level again.
No, it'll be good fun racing with the boys, and I'll be right in the thick of it as usual. You say the not so average sim racer, but I always end up being in the bloody middle of these races, so I don't know what's more average than that.
You're a legend, mate. Have fun out there, and looking forward to watching you rub some shoulders out there.
Thanks, boys.
Cheers, mate. We've got Mr. Vlasbom on his hot lap. Looking good. Geez, they make it look easy, don't they? ShiBBy?
Yeah, I was out here doing some practice runs with the PSR boys over the weekend. I managed to get a 219 before I got over it and just started doing burnouts instead. Oh, bit of a wiggle with the rear end there. I tell you what, these cars do amazing burnouts.
Yes, they do. They do.
It's just not my type of car. If anybody knows me and sees me do sim racing, give me something like a Radical, an F3, even the GT3s recently I've been starting to get a bit of a nibble on. But man, kudos to all the guys that can drive these damn cars in sim racing and in real life racing. They are a handful and take a lot of time, practice and patience to get good at.
Very true. And it is practice and patience, mate. You really got to do it. You really got to put your life out there and just breathe it, live it, eat it. So we've got a purple sector in the second sector. He's got green in the third.
He's got two purple sectors.
He's going to be important how he comes through this chicane onto the main straight. It's a good place to lose a lot of time. To this baby purr.
Right down into
very
first.
smooth on the curbs.
Coming around now the final corner down to the finish line. Where will that put him?
2:03.03.
Wow.
8.
Count.
So we're talking 3.41 hundredths. So the times are starting in the 2:03s. Let's check the temperature. Has it gone up?
Oh,
How did that feel, mate?
Oh yeah, it was alright.
Temp's gone
Shout
down.
out my mate Pondon. I'm currently live streaming right now, and he rates me with his viewers, so I couldn't hear the car for about all of the S's. But I mean, hey, a lap's a lap. But there was still time to find. But obviously, as I said a couple weeks ago, we've got 60 minutes, so we'll just navigate our way through, and it'll be all good.
You streaming over on Twitch, mate?
I sure am.
Shout out your handle.
Twitch.tv/Captain O Gold. It's on the back of my car. So come and join us for the race.
And if you're lucky, you might get ShiBBy to finish your stream for you again like last week.
Oh, one would only hope.
I closed out his stream for him last week. It was a bit of a surprise to me, but it happened. So.
Oh, that was legendary, mate.
Well done, mate. Well done. Get out there and have some fun, mate. Hope you have a good one.
Awesome. Thanks,
Good luck,
guys.
mate.
Cheers, dude. We got Mr. Dooley just past the stop and go. Is that temperature lower? What was it
It's
before?
gone down.
It's 23.
Yeah, it was 30 degrees track temperature. It's now gone down to 28, so it actually is a lower track temp at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, on board with Troy Dooley. Used to have a blue car. Now has a white and green.
Yeah, it looks like you've just paused.
Ah, hang on.
And you're back.
No, it's because I'm only running two screens again, and it's overlaid over iRacing, so if I click off it, it pauses OBS. It's really frustrating. Anyway, on to Troy Dooley's wrap.
He's on a green, which is good. He's looking good, man. I mean, these guys all make it look so good. He's
Make it
taken
look
that
way
line
too easy.
nice. He's got it straight early. Put the foot down. So far the boys haven't changed positions much. Here we go. He's got himself a purple sector. Doing really well. You've got to get in a good rhythm in this track. Once you break that rhythm, it just gives you a headache. There's that right-hand side. That was the pits that we used for the 86s and the GT3s. Fun little pit to enter at high speed and down a straight like that.
Heard some people got where the pits were.
as well. He's done really well here, Nate.
It's Troy Dooley. Don't expect anything less. We know this man can drive. He's been driving with SOW for quite a few seasons now as he comes down towards the finish line. And he will go into P1, provisional P1.
Good. First one out of the teams to break the 203s at the moment. Mr. Dooley, how'd that feel, man? How'd the track compare to the pre-qual?
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a little bit more stickier, and I think it's a bit cooler. But pretty nervous at the start of the laps.
A bit of jitters, did you, mate?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you put a lap down. That's the most important thing, mate. And we know how treacherous this track can be for offs, how easy they can come. So that's one thing under your belt. And you've shot to the top of the tower, so the worst you can do is 7th.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That was the main thing, get that lap together, so no off tracks.
Yeah. What's the plan tonight, mate?
Same as normal, just try and run consistent. Try and improve my race strategy. It's been pretty poor, really.
Have you got someone working with you in the back end?
No, mate, just lonesome.
You're a bit like me. Well, good luck out there, man. Have some fun. That's the most important thing.
Thanks, Sicko. Cheers, man. Have a good call.
Man. Mr. Noble is down on track now.
953 Sim Sports driver, also sporting the 953 number. He's been climbing his way up through the tables week by week.
Keeping it clean. Some of these boys really love to ride the Apexes and others don't. Now, Troy's got himself a purple in the first sector. He started off really well. Sorry, Troy. Sam.
Close.
Got himself off into a nice purple sector. And he's looking, I mean, they all look smooth, but this looks smooth again, like even to the next level.
It's just my camera work, mate.
He's keeping off the curves. He's not riding the curves or really hammering the apexes at any point at this point. We'll be interested to see what his line is through this big left-hander, which is like a double left-hander. Oh, just touched that curve. Nice, nice. That was real smooth. He's got his green sector for here. I'll just sit there listening to the tyres as they go through on the tracks, and it sounds amazing. Here we go. This is a key on how much time he's going to lose through here, how clean he can keep this. Oh,
Not sure if that was as clean as other drivers tonight.
It's like the RC just hung it out there for a little bit. Didn't slide, but...
To the top anyway. Up he goes.
201. That's by a whole second. Well
1
done.
kilometre an hour faster across that track as well. So.
Wow. Mr. Noble, how did that feel, mate?
I felt better than qualifying, that's for sure.
The track is a bit cooler. It's down at 28 degrees. I think your pre-quals are about 33, 32. But
Okay.
it looked really smooth. Did the RSN tag out in the last chicane?
Yeah, I think I locked the front coming to the last chicane and having trouble pulling it up, but yeah, it was a bit rough, but I'll take that because it was heaps better than qualifying.
Oh, look, mate, it looked smooth all the way up into that point. And I just said to ShiBBy, this is the hardest, for me, this is the hardest part. It's pulling up and getting that last chicane and keeping momentum through there. And it looked like the rear end of your car sort of wanted to do that sort of throw of its weight from one side to the other as you came through.
Yeah, well, in qualifying, I think I stuffed up 3 laps in a row in the chicane. I only put that time in to get in the top 10 on the last minute, so
Yeah.
I stuffed 3 laps in a row there, so I tried to brake a little bit earlier, but I stuffed it up still.
No, that's good, mate. You still shot straight to the top, so the worst you can do is 6th, and you beat the rest of the boys by a full second just about.
Awesome. I'll
Well
take
done,
that.
mate. Good luck in the race.
Thanks, boys. Have a good night.
Cheers, mate. So out on track right now, we've got Mr. Mahoney. No.
It is, mate.
Yes.
We're on board
Yes,
with Joe Mahoney at the moment.
Had a cracker of a race on Tuesday night. I think he's done that Tuesday night race is going to put him in a real good position. So first sector already purple, second sector green. A little bit more aggressive on the curves that Joe is.
I was actually in the practice session with the PSR boys the other night as well with myself, and he thought it was quite funny. Some of the boys actually thought I was a new addition to the Sim Racing World race team. And they were like, oh yeah, he races on a Tuesday. I'm like, no, I definitely don't race on a Tuesday. I broadcast
He's
them.
got himself sorry mate to jump on you, he got himself a purple in the third sector and another green in the fourth, so he's doing really well.
Absolutely smashing it at the moment. We saw a lot of 201s during the practice session, so it's not going to surprise me if we see more.
I think he's going to go to the top here.
Very
Let's see how he
quick
handles
through
the
there.
chicane. Oh, a bit of a lock-up. He's held it. He's held it.
Huge lock-up. He's going to
He's
have
held
lost
it.
a lot of time through there, though.
Lucky IRacing gives you an unrelenting supply of tyres.
And through second place, he was definitely looking for a first. We're going to have to ask him what his time was looking like before that lock-up.
JJ Penguin, there you go, buddy.
Oh, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, mate. How was your time looking until that chicane?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't have any of that info up when I'm on a lap. I'm easily distracted, so I try not to. Oh, bugger.
You was awesome up until then, man. You were looking like you were up there. You're still sitting second at the moment. So the worst you can do is sixth. So sorry, seventh. But yeah, you did well. The rest of it looked really clean. It felt a lot better than practice.
Yeah, it is. There's definitely more grip. I'm a little bit disappointed about that because it actually felt really good. But yeah,
really good.
I've been working at reducing that sort of mistake into big braking zones, and yeah, it's a bit annoying that it happened then. But yeah, race to come, and we'll get stuck into it.
Look, I'm sure you'll have fun out there, mate, and you'll give it a really good crack. Based on how you raced on Tuesday night, I think you enjoy this track tonight, and you'll have fun.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Cheers, lads. I'll catch you later.
Have a good race,
Thank you,
mate.
buddy.
Guys, don't forget, we need some people shouting out more mums out there for Mother's Day. We have a gift package from thanks to temptingsweets.com.au to give away this evening. All you need to do is type in the chat, Happy Mother's Day to your mother, everybody's mothers, your best friend's mother, whoever. As long as you are Happy Mother's Daying someone has the opportunity to win a gift pack from temptingsweets.com.au. So we are on board with Jamie Dyke, one personal best and a purple at the moment. The bus driver is extremely fast, and it was his birthday yesterday. May want that gift pack from Tempting Sweets himself.
I've got to tell you something really funny. First time I met Jamie in real life. I've known Jamie for a couple of years now.
He didn't brush his hair.
No, he didn't brush his hair, but he rocked up with a dare iced coffee.
Oh, did he? Of course he did. Him and I are like brothers in that fact, though. If I don't have a dare iced coffee, or at least a coffee, like my morning and day isn't going anywhere. So
yeah. He's doing well. Purple in the second sector, third sector, and personal best in the fourth. Let's see how he comes through the chicane. This is the place where it kills the time, like we just saw. Man, or Joe Mahoney, he was on a stonker until he got to that section here, and locked up the brakes. There we go. Yep, he mounts that curve both ways.
So smooth on the brakes through there.
And set of control he has, even though he mounts those curves fairly hard. Is he going to go?
Get out of here, Jamie.
Oh, straight to the top of the chart.
Oh,
of 2:01.745. But what's that? 45 100ths of a second.
Yes.
Well done.
Ooh-wee.
Wow.
Get the man himself in here. First off, Mr. Dyke, happy birthday from the other day, mate. You bloody legend.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Mate, that was a cracker of a lap.
Not bad for 3 laps practice.
Mate, you don't need practice. I think we've already told you this before. You just get out there and absolutely drive it, and there you go. It's done.
I reckon next season we just ban you from practicing.
Yeah.
You don't need to. I don't do it anyway.
That's true. We need to put some weight in his boot.
Got back from work as qualifying was started.
Well, we
mate,
saw you log in. We saw that he had to put a lap down. I thought he's waiting. He's obviously running around having dinner. What did I say? He's getting a coffee or something. But yeah, the boys are out there on Michael Whiting, and the boys are all out there saying happy birthday to you, and Kowalski. Everyone's shouting out to you, mate. So yeah, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
You did really well. You've got a really good lap. Looked really smooth, dude. I think everyone's that chicane at the very end is a bit of a pinch point for a few drivers. Is that one of the hardest spots to get right?
Not when you got the right setup. I'm not very confident on this setup under brakes, but I can really lean on it through the corners. So yeah, this track is very setup dependent.
It's what is it? The rebound when you hit the curves? Is that what it is? The way it handles and the dampeners absorb the curves rather than bounce you off?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like I know what I'm talking about, people, but I've got no idea.
that's why Jamie just
we're going
went.
to put you out of the room, mate. We're on a hot lap here. Good luck in the race, mate. Looking forward to seeing you guys fight it out.
Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate.
All right, on board with the newest edition of the Fishy Motorsports team, Mr. Funky Miller. That is Chris. From what I've heard, all the extra little tips that he's getting through the Fishy team and just hanging out with them is really helping himself as a driver, and we've seen that over the last 2 weeks, and look at him go in this top 10 shootout.
It'd be interesting to see what impact they're going to have on him as a driver, where he's going to improve. He's got the ability now. He's going to have some really top-notch setups, so his confidence is going to be in the car is going to be a lot higher. His purple sector in the last sector, doing really well. He got some great pace down there.
We have seen
a big left-hander.
We have seen drivers, though, on all greens go straight to the top because this is a top 10 shootout. Their personal best can be better across the board.
It's just looking tight, man. The green and third place with a 202.254.
Funky.
Mr. Miller.
Gentle persons.
Didn't you say
Go for it,
gentle
Shibby.
person? I was confused what he said. You said gentle persons, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I haven't heard that said in a long time. You're definitely a dad, are you?
Yeah. Been accused of it.
Mate, car's looking great out there. Looks like you had a bit of a screamer around the track for that top 10 shootout. How did you feel with your setup and the way you drove through that?
A little bit conservative, just trying to get a time on the board.
That's not how you drive a top 10. Why are you conservative?
Yeah, I know. Well, every other time I can't push, I end up throwing it away.
Mate, you got to be in it to win it.
Funky conservative? What the hell's going on here?
I thought I'd try something different, but it clearly didn't work. So
You're enjoying your, what is this, second week with the Fishy Motorsports team now, isn't it?
yes, mate. Yeah. It's second week. No, it's good. Good. The boys are good and very welcoming. And
Have they picked what day your birthday's going to be yet?
every day.
Every day. That's a good answer. It's funny because we haven't had the Fishy Boys drop in for quite a while and wish Michael Whiting a birthday or anything recently. So it was quite funny when they dropped in to say happy birthday to Jamie Dyke, because in most cases it's a running joke, mate. But good job on provisional P3 at the moment, mate, and we look forward to seeing you in the race and possibly on the podium at the end.
Thank you, boys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Mr. Delaney's on screen and tackling the S's. Getting power down for these S's isn't easy either. Blake's already got himself a purple sector, so he's on fire. What did I predict? I predicted Whiting, Matt,
Jones,
and Delaney. Yeah. Where's Whiting? He's not in the room.
Was he was in the top 10.
I'm pretty sure he was, yeah.
I'm 100% sure he made it through.
Yeah, I'm. Well, he'll tell us in a minute. He was just up here a few seconds ago. Mr. Whiting, why aren't you in the top 10 room? I'm pretty sure you made it through. But maybe you didn't. Maybe we're seeing things. So anyway, Blake's got himself a personal best, and he's on the purple again.
ROG.
Rare red tonight.
That was from last week, wasn't it, Michael? For
Yeah.
cool down
That's
procedure.
right.
Very
Yes.
close race. Yeah.
Yes.
Push
yes.
the fuel limits right to the edge, and we have spoken about that. If you're gonna get a rear of grid but still win a race, you're gonna take that rear of grid to win that race. So,
Yeah.
mate, kudos to you for getting it done.
And lack of professionalism from me and ShiBBy for not remembering.
I remembered. after he reminded me.
Here, mate. He's going to take some. This is going to be tough between him and Dykey. Purple, green, and has hit purple for the last section. Green in the last section.
201.632.
Woo! 201.632. Whoa! Killer lap.
Was a killer
Welcome
lap.
to the podium position, mate.
You there,
Yeah,
Mr.
Blake?
Delaney?
Yes, I'm here. How are you going, boys?
Good, mate. You stonked that lap, man. Purple, green, all the way through it.
Lost a bit of time in the hairpin, but I don't think we got too much for Matty. I think he's going to come out and blast us all, but gave it everything I had. Made a couple of errors, but we're all good.
And look,
good race.
from my perspective, mate, what's the strategy going into tonight's race?
Why are you asking that before the race? Then you want to see what unfolds.
I want to see if it changes afterwards.
I'm not sure whether there's a one-stopper in it, to be honest. It's
Go on, give it another go.
I'll give it a go. Why not, eh?
Well, 11 laps. We're looking at 4.2 burn, about 11 laps on average. That means you'll probably get 13 laps out of it.
Well, there we go. Just send a message down to Tyson and see if he can throw a couple of yellow flags. Maybe that might help me at the start. I'll tell you what, though, if there's a yellow flag between lap 2 and lap 6, look out.
Yes, strategies are going to change left, right, and centre.
That's right. Well, there's
It's going to be an interesting one. I know that I'm pretty sure, my memory serves me correct, I did it as a one-stopper, but I'm slow and I was down the back, so I had a few laps up my sleeve, and I got in under a safety car for a bit of a fuel up.
Yeah, fair enough. Sounds good.
Right, mate. Good luck. Have fun, most of all, and see you at the end of the race.
Yeah,
you're in my top 3.
Have a good thanks, man. Have a good call, boys. See you later.
Race, mate.
Cheers, mate. Oh, he's just locked up.
Yeah, he's having connection issues.
Yeah, he's got 2 purple sectors. He's got a green there. Oh, no!
Big connection issues. Not
He's
good for
having
Matty
internet
Jones.
issues, and he is taking that car off the track straight into the wall. He was having a rough night of that's for sure.
Yeah, unfortunate. Went from a really good practice and qualifying session. Looked like, no internet connections, but this is the thing with esports, isn't it? You just don't know what's going to happen. You can trust in your provider as much as you want, but mate, that is very unfortunate for Matt. Is he in the Discord? He's not, so his connection issues might have actually progressed further than just in sim.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like we're going to get to chat to him. That is seriously unfortunate for Matt.
He was on a purple and a green sector, man,
he
too.
was flying. Let's hope he can actually make it for the race. That will end our Racecraft Top 10 shootout here for our simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. What you see on screen on the left-hand side is going to be your gridding. So Blake Delaney will take pole position and fastest lap tonight. Jamie Dyke in second, Sam Noble third, Chris Miller Funky fourth, Joe Mahoney fifth, Troy Dooley sixth, Andrew Cowan seventh, Zachary Vlasbom eighth, and then it was... Wait, who? We're missing 2.
Well, we are missing 2 because... Kingfish is
that's
rear
right. Mr. Whiting had the rear of
Matty
grid.
Jones didn't complete the lap.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get his internet back going, because that would really hurt. So he was on an absolute perler of a lap. But you know what? You know what this does, ShiBBy? If he can get himself on grid, this is just going to make this race.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight through.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Matt's quick, the guys at the front are quick too. There's no doubt about it. Like, he is still going to have to fight through some seriously fast and tough competitors. Like, it's not going to be easy for him to get from 10th to 1st, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, look, even the guys, like, even Noble and Miller are going to be easy to pass. Dooley's not going to be easy to pass. Mahoney. Cowie is still too much of a gentleman, I reckon. He needs to get his elbows out a little bit more. But even he's hard to pass as well. But he would be. I reckon he'll get starstruck by Matty Jones behind him and just move over.
Yeah, if you guys don't know who Matty Jones is, he is a bit of a celebrity in the Oz iRacing scene. He is just everything he jumps into is just quick, and most of the boys know him. No, Matt's actually dropped into the Facebook stream and said he won't be taking to the grid. His internet is far too unstable, Matt. That is absolutely upsetting for all of us. It was great to see you come back to SRW, buddy. So thanks for dropping into broadcast. I hope you stick around and watch the race, mate. Yeah, we feel for you, buddy. We really do. Not good.
Yeah, look, it sucks, man. It always sucks. I guess it's just like real world. You can't race down. You got a rogue engineer in there, and unfortunately, it's your internet that's let you down, mate. So look, there's always next week, and maybe we'll see you in the F3 this week. So get out there.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see him back in the F3. I want to see any of you guys who are interested in getting involved with some sim racing. Go to www.simracingworld.com.au. Have a look what we offer. We are a development league, so even if you're fresh to iRacing, want to come learn some things from the other drivers, come out, have a bunch of fun. Check out the TCR and the GR86 series. Such great series for any new drivers to get involved with. Also, check out our Discord link. It is in the description below. Come along, again, see what we do, see how involved the community is with each other, because that is one thing that just keeps Sim Racing World growing, is the community support and how helpful, even the best drivers are with helping out the new drivers. So get on over there.
100%. A perfect example is Mr. Ryan Price out there, who's one of the guys watching YouTube. He'll tell you all about us. He's jumped into Discord and is racing with us in the 86s, and he basically it's his first time in a rig. Was going to race real world and changed his mind, and I think he's fitted in quite nice. He's having a ball. Mr. Hughes thinks I need to. What does he say here? Is Cinco doing comms again? Bloke needs to jump in a car and get as good as he's on comms. Well, yeah, that's not going to happen, mate. Some teach, some talk, some drive.
I was going to say you're better in the
tell
car.
Mr. Whitey he won't send it into T1 in the race, nor will the Fishy boys. Make sure you tell them. I'm not sure what he meant about that, but I think he was referring to one of the boys, one of the drivers. But look, while you're all out there, like and subscribe. Get yourselves the opportunity to, win the rig and just join the community. It is a blast of a community. Mr. Price, he goes, yeah, thanks, Sinky. It's a blast. Just need to get someone to teach me how to take off the grid. Yeah, love you fellas. Such a friendly crew. He, Mr.
It was the 86s.
Let's talk about Ryan's grid starts. Bogged down the week before. Took J-Mac's advice. The last week, left hand down, parked it right in front of me on the grid. But he's got the pace. The dude's got the pace. He ended up at the pointy end at the end of the night.
Only 2 months into actually sim racing, to see how far he's come, fresh to iRacing, and then really starting to push it up there and get involved with all the battles up the front is absolutely phenomenal. So, and
to be honest, I don't think he really knows how to set up a car yet. So once he knows how to tweak the car to his liking, it's going to be a different story. The boy's going to be fast.
Yeah, well, I gave him a few tips on how to set up his screens a bit easier and how to, sort of use Alt-Tab or other little tips just to help him, because he has triples set up so he can actually see what he's looking at. So, we're all here to give some tips and pointers and help anybody out. Also, if you want to have a bit of fun, occasionally on a Saturday night, if I've got some spare time, we do throw up some fun sessions. So jump in the Discord, let us know the sort of fun sessions we want to have. We've been doing some drift sessions in the Rallycross and the Pro Light trucks and just getting out there and tearing up some tyres. And Ryan Price has come along for a couple of those as well. And we've had an absolute blast with the crew that come along on a Saturday night. So not all seriousness, there is a bit of fun thrown in there. At the moment, we are on an intermission waiting for our race server to go up. We will be heading into a 60-minute race here at Suzuka GP for the simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. This is Season 2 of 2023, and this round is brought to you by Dragon RC.
Mr. ShiBBy Howard.
On.
And we came back for a bit of the intermission because me and ShiBBy were talking about something that we got planning and going on. So all the drivers that are currently registered in Season 3 that are in our Discord are currently picking their favourite tracks for Season 3. Hence why Season 3 is called the DTC Championship, Drivers Track Choice. And so what we're doing is, as a bit of a thank you to the community, because we are a lot about what we do in the community, is anyone who has ever raced for SRW, that is currently registered with SRW, is currently in our series of SRW, will have free entry to anything they want to race for Season 3, which starts on the 4th of July in 2023. So during this week, we will open up a registration server, Season 3, so you can go down and pick whatever you want. You can race every night of the week if you want, just like I do. Have some fun. All live streamed as usual. There'll be all prizes given away. There are some sick trophies given away as well. So it's all going to be fun. Format is not going to change. Tuesday night V8 Supercar AM series is the same as it is now. You have it going from a top 10 shootout to an enduro round sort of thing. So it'll swap around. The Formula 3, we are doing some interesting things for it, and we'll announce further things about that. But at the moment, it is staying as it is, and it will be a combination of our F1 series, which you're currently racing as well. Then your TCRs and your GR86s, we are going to turn that into a super sprint series.
Heck yeah.
So we'll have, so 3 by 20 minutes. It will be the standard qualifying process. Grid will start as per qualifying for Heat 1. Heat 2 will be top 10 reverse grid. Heat 3 will be top 5 reverse grid. And we are going to go out and have an absolute blast in those two series. I'll be definitely racing in those two 100%. Friday night Racecraft GT3 Mini Enduro. They've got a hashtag there instead of a 3. That is continuing as it is. And then Sunday night Simrings V8 Supercar ProAm series will stay as it is. There is a lot of talk about what tracks we're going to do and what we're going to do. There has been a mention that we could possibly follow officials, but we'll see what's going on there and have a look and decide that in the coming weeks. So, yeah. So, again, Tuesday night, Simrings V8 Supercar AM series. Wednesday night, the Warren and Brown Formula 3 series. The Wednesday night, Warren and Brown TCR Super Sprint series. Thursday night, the Dragon RC Toyota GR86 Super Sprint series. Friday night, the Racecraft GT3 Mini Enduro series. And then Sunday night, Simrings V8 Supercar Pro-Am series. Drivers that are already registered, you obviously will be. You'll register in Discord under Season 3. So I hope that all makes sense. You can always DM me and always ask me questions. A lot of people do. I'm always available. I'll try to respond as quick as possible. So, yeah,
Mate,
this should be a lot of fun, ShiBBy.
I got a question. Who's going to do the broadcast on a Thursday night because I want to race the GR86s?
Well,
I'm going to have a rig here soon. It's getting shipped next week, so I'm going to want to get behind the wheel or something.
Well, we have a new we have a producer who's joined our team that we haven't officially given him a shift yet, but JJ Penguin, Mr. Joe Mahoney, we're going to train him up as well and give him a bit of a spin, and maybe he'll do the Thursday nights for you if you ask him nicely.
Well,
Mr. Peter Morris, I may even come back getting his medical stuff under control now.
Good
Fantastic,
to hear,
mate. Good to hear you on the mend, mate. We're always out there and thinking about drivers that things go on in their life. And another person who's having a bit of a battle with his health at the moment is Mr. Leake, Greg. So I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to get back in the ring too soon because of the issues he's having with sciatica and stuff like that. With part of his conditions he's going through. But Greg, we're thinking of you. Hopefully you'll be able to have some races. Maybe the 3 20-minute sprints will be a bit better for him because he can get up and walk around between them. So let's hope yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun. I'd like to get as many cars on track and just have a blast.
All right, the session is loaded right now. The grid is confirmed, and we are loading in. So it's good to see you dropping into the broadcast, Mr. Sippo Meter. I hope that medical stuff hasn't made you put the wine bottle down, buddy. But if it has, and it's for the better, mate, we only can hope that you do get better soon, mate. All right, we are loading in now, and we will be back live for the simrigs.com V8 Supercars series. This is season 2 of 2023, and this is round 5, thanks to Dragon RC.
Don't join that session. We're abandoning it.
A session is being abandoned, as we just heard race stewards in our ear just then. Dropping out now. We are going to have a little bit longer of an intermission, guys. Sorry for the delay. Please stick with us.
Well, while we're waiting, let's hear some more mums out there being praised, because we got some sweets to give away, and surely that you boys out there that are on there at the moment aren't too proud to say how much you feel about your mum and to put some kind words out there. Get on there and say hello, and we can send them out some sweets once we work out who the winner's going to be. We might just draw it randomly, put in the hat and get my 3-year-old to pull a name out from what we can in the list. Big week ahead, so we're going to have a blast again as usual. Anyone who... Here we go. ShiBBy. Excuse me.
Don't choke, mate. Yeah, don't choke. Jeez.
ShiBBy, you're a smart boy. Yes, it makes you eligible because you've put it out there like everyone else has. So anyone
I'll send them to my mum too. I won't keep them for myself. I already had my pack of treats for from the burnout comp, and I think that was enough sugar for me for the year. So I would definitely be sending those treats down to my mum, and I'm sure she's going to love them. Bit of an in-joke with why I call my mum Dingaling. Her maiden name, as we are from UK, is actually Dingley, and it just sort of came along over the last 40 odd years that we are the Dingaling family instead of Dingley.
That makes so much sense to me now. Everything just sort of, that is, it's all fallen into place now.
Yeah, we are the Dingaling family.
Yeah. Now I know why you're such a
character
like me. Yeah, you're exactly like me, such a unit. Anyway, hopefully your mum is in, where's she, in Queensland?
Port Macquarie, New South Wales.
Port Macquarie, New South Wales. All right. So hopefully she's loving life in Port Macquarie, and I'm sure she misses you heaps. Maybe she can get online and watch as well. Any other family out there and friends, by all means, people jump in and say hello. Any questions that anyone's got? Anyone want to ask any questions about ShiBBy or about me, or about even if they want to ask some questions about SRW and what we're doing and what's going on, because I could talk underwater, as we all know.
God, couldn't he? What? Please don't ask him any questions. I'm enjoying the music, just sitting here chilling out and just relaxing at this moment, taking a bit of a breather. Joe Mahoney, hi Mum, happy Mother's Day. Wouldn't have got to do any of this without her help. Oh, that's awesome, mate. I'd like to think too, if we can send treats straight to the mothers, that we actually add their message that they posted on our broadcast into a little card. I wonder if Tempting Sweets can do that for us.
We could do that, no worries at all.
That'd be awesome.
No
so
worries
if
at
Joe
all.
Mahoney won, she would get that little message there, and it would say something like YouTube broadcast and then maybe the date or something. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Look, Tempting Sweets are pretty cool. They really get behind us, and it's a lot to send out and post all this sort of stuff. It's not cheap. So they've done really well.
Oh, mate.
No way, I'll give you my mum's address.
We had a funny discussion the other night. I've been hanging out with the boys a little bit more when I get a bit of spare chance over the weekend, and trying to jump into Discords with some of the drivers. As they know, I don't really get out on track. I spend a lot of time behind the cameras and the microphone, so been trying to spend a bit more time getting to know more of the community, especially the new guys coming through. And I tell you what, we have some absolute crackers of nights. Always a good laugh, while there's definitely seriousness out there with people trying to learn off each other. So regardless if you're in different teams, there's always so much willingness to help each other out, because it only creates better racing on the track. So
Look, the Discord room on a race night, you won't find me in the Team SAW room, because the rest of the boys in our team are serious.
You see Schultzy and Brad down there.
Yeah, and I'll be in the open chat room with my brother, and we race in the community. That's where we came from. We started in there. We love it in there. It's, we still take our racing as seriously as we can, but it's just so much fun. It's just like you can't go past it. You knew what it was like. You popped in there the other night before the show and you nearly forgot about going and broadcast.
Yeah, I nearly did miss the start of the broadcast, actually. I was in there for a little bit too long because I was just chatting away too much. That's the 86s. The 86s, I swear, everyone who races the 86 is just in the open lounge room. There's like 15 to 20 people just sitting in there talking. I'm like, how does any racing get done? So,
look, once it gets go, everyone pretty much shuts up except for me. And it's fairly quiet. We'll tell each other I'm coming left or going right, or it's actually real gentleman racing at the end of the day. But we do rub each other and smack into each other and stuff like that. I don't, because I'm not fast enough to do that. But the rest of the boys, they get stuck right in and they apologise and say sorry, and and you hear a grunt. But it's all pretty good. It's all pretty good. Joey's sent a link to his parents. Hopefully they're watching. Yeah, well, I hope they're supporting you tonight, Joey. Everyone out there, send your links out. Share the race. It's going to come up shortly. I'm sure they're not too far off, because you don't really want to be listening to me for the next hour just talking about dribble. So let's just check to see how far they are off.
Nothing up as of yet. Still waiting for the server setup. I actually might take this moment to go and have a quick a spend a penny, as my grandma would say.
Spend a penny.
Spend a penny. Could you take a guess at what that might mean?
I don't even want to try, mate.
It's a really basic thing that everybody does. I gotta
standing down.
Standing up, yeah. I just gotta head to the toilet real quick and take a little bit of a break.
Just on that thing, I saw on YouTube. You can go, mate. I'll talk to the people out there.
All right, I've just been told by Mr. Greg Barber, one of our race stewards tonight, that the server is coming up now, which is fantastic.
Excellent.
As always, thanks to our race stewards who get out there and do a very thankless job. It is definitely something I would not like to do. Very tricky, and you can't appease everybody, so...
You can never make everyone happy. It's just like anything, mate, in life. But it's all good. Go spend your penny, mate, and I'm sure we'll be back in not too long. The server is up. And is the race server?
The server is pending. I can see it there right now, so we will be joining any second. I will be back in the shake of a tail.
Cool. While you're shaking that tail, I'll talk crap. So, was watching a bit of YouTube. I don't really watch normal TV, and came across this new product, which I've got to see, and it's called what was it called? It was called the Loo Light or something like that. So it's a little light that attaches to your toilet lid for the boys when they get up in the middle of the night. Instead of having all these bright lights shining in your eyes, you get this little LED light that lights up the bowl in whatever colour you want, and it allows you not to miss and end up like Bluey's dad, Mr. Healer on Bluey, and you know, getting it on your foot instead of the bowl. Probably not a discussion topic for tonight, but anyway, I thought I'd share with you guys. Is there anyone out there, while we're waiting, that wants to know anything about ShiBBy while he's gone? Because now I can share some secrets. No? Nobody? Well, my prediction stands firm tonight. I picked Matty Jones, Michael Whiting, and Mr. Delaney for the top three, but it looks like Matty Jones won't be participating due to internet issues. Michael Whiting's got rear grid, so that means my top three pick is out the window completely. So it'll probably go to the old faithful, to Delaney. Let's see, Delaney, Dyke, and I reckon Joey's got a good crack tonight. It might be his first podium in the Pro-Ams. What do you reckon, Joe? Give it a good wing. The session is up by the look of it. The boys are getting into it. So this track has got some it's got some pain points in it, and as we saw, the hairpin that comes in, the chicane that comes into the final straight is an absolute mongrel, and that's a place where some passing will occur. What do you call it? That is no names on the track list I've got here, but that's going to be an absolute mongrel. The bit that goes under the bridge, that's one of my hated points of this track. A great place to catch some pace if you're really smooth through the S's is another good spot, and a passing position would be another really good one, is at the main straight across the start finish as you're coming into that main corner. A lot of guys will try to take the inside line. Some will go wide on that side. I'm guessing that that would be a place where in lap one we could see some hell raising going through there, maybe a couple of bits of contact here and there, so hopefully it stays clean. I know on Tuesday night we had a little incident. There was nothing major, just a little bit of a runoff and a bit of a love tap. I think in the end it was Peter Pav from Century Motorsports. It ended up out wide in the dirt with someone else, but he actually made his way back and fought his way through the field, past me anyway, which I guess isn't hard, as most people would say. But he did really well to get back into a really good position.
It was a cracking race, guys. If you ever want to see any of our past broadcasts from your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Sunday, they are all on our YouTube channel. All there ready for you to go and replay, rewatch, share your most favorite moments with your friends and families. By all means, go and clip sections of those broadcasts if you want and share them to your socials. Make sure you tag us in them though, and grab all the best bits out of there. Get your socials pumping. Give us a tag so we can get over there and like it as well. But the session is loaded. So, not quick enough on the fingers. So, once again, here we are for your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series. This is your 60-minute feature tonight. This is round 5, thanks to Dragon RC here at Suzuka International Racing Course. And if you have forgotten, I am Nathan ShiBBy Howard, and beside me is one of the owners of SRW League and, of course, Sim Racing World TV, Mr. Steven Sinkovic. He is the one that doesn't stop talking, even when I mute him. I can still hear him in the back of the broadcast, somehow still talking. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast tonight. If you are, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share us with our friends. And after this race, we will be back on Tuesday for round 6. So the boys do have a practice session up right now. How long we got left on that? 10 minutes on the practice session.
and then the lights will go green, 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 green.
Yeah, so a couple of rear grids for this race. That's why there was a little bit of a delay in the service setup. So Whiting, Dodds, Coleman, and Jet Murray starting 10th if he shows up. Okay, so yeah, right. So yeah, a couple of rear grids which slowed down the service setup just a little bit. Guys, honestly, thank you so much for being patient with us and sticking around through that intermission, and of course listening to Stephen talk for that long. I'm glad I could just walk away for a little bit, but
you missed the best bit when I spoke about the new toilet light.
The new toilet light.
It's crazy, man. It's like this little LED thing that sits on your toilet lid.
I've seen those, yeah, and it turns on as you walk into the room.
You don't get blinded by the lights and that. You just go to the toilet and you come near it and the LED light turns on and it just lights up the bowl. You're not peeing on your foot or anything.
I need one for my 3-year-old. That'd be awesome, because then she could just get up if the lights are off in the house, and if she walks towards the toilet, the light will just turn on for her. That's fantastic.
So, what's the track temp is dropped again?
22 degrees, yeah, so it's now 5:35 in the evening. So, of course, sim time moves through a little bit faster than normal time. We did start out here at 8 a.m. in the morning for the original practice session, and now we have moved through to 5:30, so it is cloudy as well. That's brought the track temp down a lot. That's going to make it very quite grippy and not burn these tyres out so fast.
Yeah, this is going to be, mate, this is going to be an awesome race. Look, you've got some fast guys starting at the back, fighting their way through, and then you've got fast guys at the front fighting for the front position as well. It's going to be a bit of strategy involved in fuel. And then these guys in the back need to get through the slower cars as quick as possible. So this is going to be epic. I can't wait for this to kick off.
Yep, quick, push the practice session forwards. Let's go. Let's get this race ready to rumble.
Yeah, we've got a fair few people on tonight watching, so it's really good. Anyone getting the updates on any teams that participate SRW that have been in the 24-hour? Let us know how it went, how you guys went today. Looks like Matthew Pignata is spotting for someone with the boys tonight. I just saw him register into the session. He's probably spotting for Zach Vlaspov.
Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, we definitely haven't heard anything about the 24-hour at the moment from any of our teams in SRW. So if anybody does know anything, please let us know. We want to shout out how they're all doing, because of course we don't just support our own league, but we support all the drivers in our league and love giving them a shout out at any point possible.
Yeah, 100%. I know that the Crisscross boys are really heavily into the endurance, well, some of the fishy boys as well. So I'd assume they would have been participating. I saw Mr. Hughes pop up earlier. Maybe he could let us know if the Crisscross boys were involved. I know that the AVR boys get into a bit of enduro as well. So yeah, it'd be good to know.
Would be good to know. I'd like to know. I've been really busy today. Haven't been able to keep up with any of the Facebook pages. Most of the teams that race for us in SRW here, I do follow all their Facebook pages, all their Instagrams, just to keep up with what they're doing when they're not racing here.
I know that feeling because I do the same thing, mate. I get all these little notifications here and there. I'm like, oh, boys have done well again. And I share what I can. So this, we've got Ed Hayden at the moment. Got his practice warm-up, whatever you want to call it. Dykes already set a 201.944. Blake Delaney a 201.996. So that's 2 1,000ths of a second. Jet's not in tonight. Okay, that's cool. He's missing out, unfortunately. Would have been good to have him out on track. Excuse me.
So confused. I can't find the Crisscross Racing Facebook page. Have they closed their Facebook page?
Who's that, mate?
I'm looking for Crisscross Racing to see if I can find anything, but I can't find their Facebook page anymore. I'm actually wondering if it's been closed or they've moved on to another platform.
I don't know. Where would they move to?
No idea. Twitter, Instagram, all sorts of different social media out there that people jump backwards and forwards through depending on what they prefer using. Yeah, I'm really interested to hear how people are doing. I went looking.
Yeah. We're me and you are the same. We look. You know, we're very passionate SRW people, both me and ShiBBy, as the rest of our broadcast team and drivers. But we still look. You know, we're still very community based. We still like to know what everyone's doing, how they're going. You know, we wish them all good luck when they're out. You know, out and about. I know that I've seen a bit of the Apex guys out there doing really well in some of the other leagues, so you know, hats off to them all the time, and it's good to see people going. You know, I like to think they get their practice here and they go well and go out and do well everywhere else as well.
Yeah, so Fishy started their stint at 12:39 yesterday, so around about that time anyway. They had a stream kickoff, so. Oh, Fishy boys, let us know how you went. Yeah. Regardless if you didn't finish the race or not.
Jason Douglas on his own tonight. Jace from the LMR. That's all right, mate. Good luck out there. Just keep your head down and focus on the windscreen in front of you, and don't worry about your mirrors, and just enjoy the race, mate. That's the best thing to do.
Don't worry about your mirrors.
Yeah, just look forward, mate, and have fun.
Don't worry about the guy coming up behind you. Because that'll scare you off the track.
Jason's pretty fast. He'll be fine. Not like he's like me. I don't look at my mirrors. I just look for the blue flags popping up in my corner of my eye.
Remember in the prototype series that didn't quite take off when all the broadcast team jumped out there. Well, I can't remember what track it was, but Tyson scared the crap out of me and I made my own mistake and just escorted myself off the track because I was too busy looking in the rear mirror of what he was doing. He stuck his nose out.
Was that not Hill?
No, not Hill. I was creaming that. I qualified second.
The practice session we had for Not Hill.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. No, it wasn't Not Hill. It was a different track, but yeah. Scared the bejeebus out of me because I was too busy watching what he was doing. He puts the nose out as we're coming into a sharp right-hand hairpin, and instead of worrying about what I was doing, I was too worried about what he was doing and just jumped on the brakes when I realised that I was going to miss the corner. So definitely helps to not worry too much about what's happening behind you.
Yeah, Mr. McAvoy's a pretty fast driver. I'll take my hat off to him. He's got a lot of pace in him.
Big head.
Oh no, but I beat him on Wednesday night.
Is that because he forgot where the pits were?
I beat him on Wednesday night, mate. No, because he doesn't know how to brake in an F3 car. He just seems to go use the wall or something else to stop it.
Well, that will work. It'll work really fast, but your car's probably not getting back on track.
Yeah. So I beat him 2 weeks in a row. Tice, I know you're listening. He's going to be cursing me.
I'm waiting for him to drop into the chat.
There's one thing that people hate, and that's getting beaten by me.
And it doesn't happen very often, so
no.
Makes it even better. Those F3s can be a
What have we got left? What have we got left in this warm-up?
2 minutes, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Most going, mate. Let's get going. Come on. I think people out there are getting itchy toes as well. It's like, all right, who are you watching tonight, people? Who do you want to watch? Who do you want to see? Let us know so we know who to focus here and there when the battles aren't on. So you want family and friends, let us know. That's the only way we're going to be able to let you see your family and friends. If you don't speak, we don't know. So reach out, talk to us. That's what we're here for. It's not just us listening to our own voices. Matty Monday, 1 entry for Fishy Motorsports, split 3, finished P3 after leading the first 8 hours. Whoa, well done. Matty Monday. One entry. Who was the entry? Matty, let us know the lowdown, mate. P3 after leading for the first 8 hours. I can't, ShiBBy, I can't fathom 24 hours of racing. I know they do shifts and stuff like that, and they probably do 3 or 4 hours, 3 hours or 2 hours at a time.
We were supposed to do a 6-hour. Brad, J-Mac and I. Unfortunately, real life sort of got caught up. But even that, I think, was going to be a stretch, like trying to do 2-hour stints. Maybe not for those boys, but definitely for me, it was going to be tough. I was excited for it, and I'm hoping once I get this rig here that I can start getting into some more racing. But 24 hours, man, that's insane. How long of a stint are they doing?
I think they're doing like 2-hour stints at a time.
Race
control's online, but look at your screen. Not on your screen right now, but Coleman's changed the colour of his car, mate. What the hell's going on there?
I saw that, but is that the correct grid? No,
Aaron Leopard loves watching the Fishy Boys. Well, make sure you like and subscribe, Aaron, and get in there.
Right, that is your correct grid tonight. I'm now double guessing myself because sometimes the grid takes a couple of seconds to work out the manual set grid, but no, that is it. Blake Delaney will be on pole position tonight. Jamie Dyke in second place. Sam Noble and Chris Miller will be on the second row. Joe Mahoney, Troy Dooley on the third row. Andrew Cowan, Zachary Vlasbom will follow them up. Jason Douglas and Ty Delaney will hold out your top 10, but I hear the engines getting ready to roar. That means this race is getting ready, set, go for green, and we are off and racing. What a beautiful start from all the drivers so far. No bog down. Everybody is moving through smoothly. Cold tyres, lads. Cold tyres.
Oh, how good does that look, mate?
Oh, there's been a touch between Mahoney and one of the Lodge Brothers cars. Cowie has dropped back down the field. Another car is around.
Clutters is around.
Let's see.
That was a little bit of rear tail action there, but it looked like a couple of people got themselves into trouble.
Interested to see if that'll bring our safety car. I don't think it will, but Mr. Jamie Dyke is just pushing away at this moment now. We'll take full advantage of the cars spinning in the background and try and push away from this pack as much as you can.
So at the moment we've got Clutters into race control, checking out how it happened there with his incident. He's dropped down a few places.
I'll make that a little tiny for you.
Yeah. It's all good, mate. So at the moment we've got Blake's just, is that right?
Blake is right on the back tail of Jamie at the moment. I don't see this lasting for too much longer. What a train of drivers. Listen to these cars scream through under the Panasonic sign here.
Yeah, they're going like crazy. iRacing's giving me a bit of a headache today. It's actually got Blake in first place at the moment. Sort of swapped it around for us. So it was Griffos, Simo, Frio, and Dr. Patch that was racing for the Fishy Boys in the 24-hour enduro.
Right, there we go. Awesome. Cowan here, right on the back of Vlasblom. Now we're going to want to push him. You can see this train all the way through. Troy Dooley has made a bit of a mistake, and Ty Delaney has managed to actually skip his way past him.
The closeness of the way these guys drive is pretty cool. I tend to break that a little bit earlier, but these guys are the experience. You can see they stick to their markers, and it just means they get closer and closer. Obviously, when they get this close at the moment, like we are with Zach on the back of that side of the back of Doddsy. Oh, look at that, he's gone on the outside. He's going to take him on the outside, but will he hold that through the line? No. That was a great effort, though. I think Troy Dooley had a bit to do with that. Oh, look at these boys
wind
go.
up Dooley as well. Dooley dropped down 3 places so far from where he grid. David Coleman with the rear of grid. He has changed that car. He is going to be on the back of Andrew Cowan any minute as we see Blasbom now on the back of Dodds. He is fighting his way through the pack.
Blasbom looks fast. The way he went around those other guys a few seconds ago, you can see he's got the pace. He's been holding back. I think he'll have bit of a gap on that. He really needed to get smooth out of there. Let's see what the draft is worth. Are they picking up a lot of pace between each other? No, it's like a sushi trade, really. Everyone's got the draft and the car in front of them, and they're just maintaining position. Setup is king on a track like this. You really want your car to be settled on these corners. That was a really good photo to see how people's cars were setting up, coming through the corners.
Till I stuck it into the crowd.
Did you see how much air some of these guys are getting? Delaney?
Oh yeah, look at them. Look at them go.
Yeah, look at that. See the different lines, the different levels of aggression through there? That is spectacular. So this is the key of some of these drivers. Coming out of these slow corners, getting the power down without losing traction and grip, that is so damn hard, man. Because these cars, you're just a little bit aggressive on it, and they spin up the wheels straight away.
Oh, instantly. Like I was saying during the qualifying, 2% extra on the pedal, see you later. Wheels spin straight away.
Yeah.
And then that becomes a short shift, or you've got to jump off the pedal to stop it from spinning and get your traction back. So
Chris Miller's pitted. Obviously the fixed damage.
We'll go back and check out what's happened at the beginning of the race, but Michael Whiting starting to really push Cowie. Cowie's in a bit of a fishy sandwich here with Whiting and Coleman on either side of him.
Yeah.
I think Flasblom is going to be wanting to make a move on Mahoney any minute now.
Yeah, he's... So, hang on. Oh, yeah, so Dodd's gone around Mahoney, yeah. Young Ty has done really well. He's up 5 places.
He
really
definitely...
well. Harry as well, from 14th to 6th.
Ty gained because of the incidents at the beginning. He managed to avoid and stay clean and snuck his way through it all. So really good defensive driving to not hit anyone and make his way up the field like that. Whiting.
Oh, here we go.
On the inside, around Cowie. Going to stay on the outside now as they come through. That'll give him a good run through to the next corner. Hot on Andrew Cowan's tower right now.
He's that close. He's sucking CO2 from that exhaust. Is he going to put it in there?
Not quite close enough. You've also got Coleman and Dooley in front of them, battling it out. Coleman will make that move around Dooley without a problem, as we see Whiting coming at Cowan now. Very fast through that sweeping right, and will lock that move in.
Coleman driving the Lifesaver pink colour.
It is Lifesaver pink. Oh, I love Lifesavers. Wonder if there's a meaning behind this, why the car is painted like this.
don't know. I'm sure there is a reason. It's got a bit of a pattern going through it.
It does have a pattern.
Almost Hawaiian-like.
Whoa! Blast bomb!
Jeez, he just pulled that up and went left.
Move up the inside. Not sure if he meant to do that or if he looked away for a second and realised that Mahoney was on the brakes.
Coleman up from 16th to 9th.
Look who's on the back of Vlasbom now. It is Coleman. He is pushing extremely hard as our top 4 have pulled away from this field. Dodds and Delaney are going to be into the battle any second now with each other. Oh, it's a Happy Mother's Day livery. That's why the pink and the flowers. As he gets a move around Vlasbom, Coleman is going to put the power down. He's going to be stuck on the outside here. Not going to be the greatest position for him as they go side by side.
Oh,
tight section.
Nice That's opened the door for Whiting to stick his nose in as well.
Whiting has managed to get around Dooley and Cowan as well, so he is starting to put the hammer down. Look how close Coleman is to back of Vlasbom.
Some great racing going on at the moment. People out there, let us know who you want to watch, because this racing is going off its face. Coleman's had a sniff on the inside. No. That's Captain Gold in the switch. Here we go. Is he going to be able to outbrake Zach into this fast left-hander? No, he's got better. Will he try to go on the inside now and outbrake him on the inside of the chicane? Sticks his nose in there, lets him know he's there, but thinks better about it. Oh, he just gives him a bit of a hello there. Darling, I'm home.
Knock, knock, I'm coming through.
That was Whiting giving Coleman a bit of a tap there too, I think.
Joe Mahoney on the back of Ty Delaney, man. Hasn't this young gun's pace really picked up over the last few seasons?
Yeah, even more so over this last season. But look at the gap that Mahoney's got on Vlasbom now that Vlasbom's finding Coleman back there. So as soon as you start focusing on what's going on behind you and battling there, the gap is opening up in front of you. So he's already opened that up to, what is it? I can't see on my timing screen, but on your timing screen, can you see what the gap's opened up to between them two? A second. There you go.
Yeah, about a second, mate.
Ooh, got a bit of aggression on that. The Vlasbom on those curbs.
This battle train is from 6th to bloody 15th at the moment.
It is nuts. We're sitting at, wow, this is just, elapsed time, I've got 12 minutes that's gone through. We're sitting at lap 5, man. It feels like we've been sitting here for an hour racing already, but lap 5, only 10 minutes into an hour. Here we go. Vlasbom just called something in. I must have missed something. There must have been a tap or something somewhere.
Vlasbom.
Oh, list 3 wide. Oh, what's going on there? Coleman had an incident, or was he readdressing?
I wonder if he was Oh, Coleman just clipped side of Dooley. Definitely might have readdressed, and that's probably what Vlasbom could have been calling out.
Okay, so yeah, the incident he called in has been readdressed. I'm assuming that was Coleman, but then Michael Whiting's taken advantage of Coleman and jumped in front of him while he readdressed. Here we go. Is he going to be able to stick enough of the car between him and the corner? He has. He's pushed Zach wide. Brakes early, foot down, hugged the curb, and taken all the way through. Coleman's had a thought about it as well, but not enough upside Vlasbom there to make anything happen. Look at the different lines through there, mate.
Oh, I love watching the way the drivers all handle the track differently. Yes, there is a set racing line that you can follow, but if you want to get good and quick, you've got to learn different lines, as we see Jason Douglas battling with Travis Daly. I do want to find out where this incident was.
Jason Douglas slowly picking his way back through the field. So Butters is back out there. He's a pit down. We're looking at lap 6. We're going to be, next 3 laps, it's going to be when we are looking for the pits coming through. So these guys have got a burn rate of about 4.2 litres average. So lap 11 was where some of these guys are going to start coming in. I'm thinking Fishy Boys will be in there in lap 12. Dyke is on a picnic run at the moment. So I'm tipping cashews, yeah, milk drink, relaxing.
Coffee at this time of night. That's a
He's fuel
dangerous
saving.
thing.
You can hear it just then. He's fuel saving.
Look at the gap he's got, nearly 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, sorry,
he's
4.2
really-
seconds. I was looking at the lap counter.
Yeah, 4.2. So at the moment, people have got Jamie Dyke up front, extending his lead to 4.2 seconds, followed by Sam Noble, followed closely by Chris Miller, in 4th, Blake Delaney. So the boys are just in cruise control by the look of it. Harry Dodds has made up some ground and he's just under 2 seconds behind him. And Ty Delaney,
Jason Douglas trying to make a move on Travis Daly. They were side by side down the home straight. Jason Douglas did have that inside line around that corner. Is going to make it look like he will make it stick. He will take 13th place off Travis Daly.
that was almost easy, wasn't it? He did a real good job of that.
Lasbomb again in the mix with the Fishy Boys. Coleman hot on his tail again.
He's got the elbows up out, Zach. He's not making it easy for him. Good on him.
I was talking to him, and he is on the run to make it his goal this season to really lock down driving this V8 Supercar. He wants to make it his official car and make it just as good as he can. Not many people know the AVR boys actually came across from Assetto Corsa. So a lot of this iRacing that they're doing is extremely new to them. So,
well, they're very successful in the Formula 3 in Assetto Corsa. 2 of the boys are in the Premier Liga in Assetto Corsa for the Formula 3. So, here we go. He's finally got his gap. That draft made it look easier than what it was, but Zach is not giving that up, is he?
wait. Dooley is still right behind him as well.
Dooley was in the back of the tail of Coleman then, and he helped him catch up to Zach then with the tail that he had, and then he got a double toe. That lockup didn't help at all, but Dooley's rear end's a bit loose. Did you see that? You've just gone to pause, mate.
So we're just on the back of Ty Delaney as Joe Mahoney comes down the straight with Michael Whiting hot on his tail. Now, little Ty Delaney is going to have to show us what he's learned over the last few seasons, and of course the info that the Fishy Boys give him, because Mahoney and Whiting are coming through. Love to see Ty hold them off for as long as possible. He's sitting in a great spot, 4 places up from the grid at the moment in 6th. You can see just how hard Mahoney is trying to stop Michael from getting through. Great shot off the West End Motor Group wing here.
So, such slightly different lines there, man. Oh, here we go. On the outside, here comes Whiting, giving it a sniff. Like a little... He's rough, mate. The dude's fast, isn't he?
They're all fast.
Yeah. But you know what? Hats off to Joey. Maintaining, a level head, having someone as fast as Whiting on the back end of you.
Oh yeah, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
I would have put it off the
I
track
would have
already.
binned it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would have binned it by now.
But this
I'm in the dirt right now.
This is not my car. I've spent maybe 3 hours even just attempting to drive these
Here we
things.
go.
So
Is he going to get up alongside him enough to make him stay? Yeah, he is. He's well. Is he going to stay? No, he's pulled. He's like, oh. He's gone a little bit left and right. Oh, no, Michael's got him here.
oh, Mahoney's in the
hitting.
pits. The pits.
Hitting, that's an early pit.
It
Oh,
starts.
Coleman's
There's a
hitting
few
as well.
in. Yeah, Mahoney and Coleman.
Ooh,
You can
ooh,
see
ooh.
that at the bottom of your screen
That's
now.
lap 9. That's a bit early for my liking.
Well, it may not be because it could work out quite well depending on how far these guys push it. We have seen guys pit early actually sneak through and end up in second place.
Let's see what the undercut's like. So that was Joe Mahoney pitting in when he was in 7th place. And Coleman in 9th. Let's see where they come out. Oh, someone's gone adrift. Ty, yes, Ty going on adrift there. There's lots, a couple of places. Maybe he's pushed his tyres a bit hard.
He lost one spot to Troy there, so doing too bad. On into the dirt. Glasbomb and Dooley get around him.
Well, Blasbon pitted yet. Oh, just that was Cowie drifting around that corner.
Was it?
I think so. Is that Cowie there? Yeah. Bit of a drift. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Nice catch there, Mr. Cowan.
Yeah.
Has brought Jason Douglas into the battle. Won't be too far off being able to really utilise that draft now from Andrew Cowan. Sam Noble now into the pits, divisional P2. Some really early pit stops at the moment.
Yep.
Harry Dodds,
This is where I expect them to come in. I expect them to come in around 10 or 11.
Whiting has a ton of damage. Look on the left-hand side of that car.
That's Delaney.
Oh, that is Delaney. Sorry, not Whiting. I should know that by the colour of their cars by now, but that is a lot of damage.
But he's still humming along. He's waiting for his pit.
Where has that happened? Did that happen in the... No. It looks like there has been something happen.
Well, iRacing's having a spaz.
Oh, Delaney's put himself off track. Oh!
Okay.
That was a big hit. Wait, that's not... No, yep, that's the incident right there.
Yep.
Didn't catch that on the broadcast, but there's your SRW TV replay. Coleman now in 13th. Back down the pack because of the pit stop right on the back of Mahoney. So these boys now, if they play this... Oh, Coleman! Oh, no! I'm gonna call that now. That was fucking netcode. I saw that a mile away. There was a huge gap between those cars.
That was like crazy. That was like tandem drifts. Oh, there's a little bit of touch, but that was side by side. I think that works out fine the way they come out of it, because Joe's got to leave room, I guess.
You would have heard if anything got called in.
That was well done by both of them, holding that and getting it through. Zachary Blasmon has not given up on Whiting, has he? Oh, he's gone to the pits.
Lots have Dyke, Miller,
Dyke
Dodds,
as well, Miller.
Dooley, Cowan, Clutterbuck.
11, like I said.
All into the pits now. Mr. Schultze Dan from Dragon RC, our round sponsor
Joe's,
here tonight, dropping into the
Joe's
chat.
called that in. Let's have a look at. I think it's going to be called racing. Dykey's out. Let's see who comes out. Someone's going to jump anyone. Oh, Dodsy's jumped. Dykey, Harry Dodds has come out third.
Provisional P3 at this moment. Definitely a one-stopper isn't going to cut it. 23 minutes in. First major pit stop of the whole field coming out now.
I think Tuesday night we had a safety car and that got us through a one-stopper. Has Ty pitted yet?
Good question.
Because I think he's struggling on tyres out there at the moment.
He has. He has one stop so far. Mr. Blake Delaney and Michael Whiting have not pitted yet.
Well, Blake's got himself into second.
Blake's in first with that damaged car, but that is provisional P1. He still has to pit. He's not making it without pitting, so he is going to have to make a pit. Oh, no, I think I might have seen Coleman. Oh, my Lord, that was scary.
Oh.
What has happened?
He's got car issues? What's going
He's
on?
hit the grass, left rear right here.
Yeah.
Watch as he comes through. That left rear just gets onto the AstroTurf as he brakes, and you can see the car get unsettled onto the grass there, under the brakes. Car is not happy, still fully unsettled.
That's a tough. Oh, and Ty, that's him, Plutter's had to pull out. He's got RC issues. Oh, Coleman's in the wars of himself, isn't he?
Instant involving cars, 640 Coleman and 36 Mahoney.
He's just drifted that.
On
No
lap
further
11 NFA. Yep, no further action. Great job.
Yeah, they were right up beside each other, and there was really not much room. If anything, I think Joe was lucky that he didn't go off track. Didn't get any more damage.
What's happened with Mr. Clutters? You heard you say
He
something.
had VR issues, so he's pulled out. Yeah. So Coleman's battling his own car at the moment. He's sliding everywhere, wasn't he?
Yes.
Mr. Whiting is now in, if I'm correct, in second place. Blake in third.
Yeah.
Dykey in third. Those two haven't pitted yet, so they've got themselves a good gap on Dykey of 28 seconds.
Just got to wait till they decide to pit. They have held on to this so many more laps as Whiting puts the nose down the side of Dooley. Will get it all the way down. Will get on the accelerator. Not quite quick enough.
Yeah, that inside line is a good line to get your nose in, but you lose too much momentum. You hope that the guy on the outside panics and puts the foot down that a little bit earlier and loses traction.
Oh, as we see Ty Delaney get on the brakes, which has caused Dooley to get on the brakes. This might actually give Whiting the spot there. And if Dooley's not careful...
Very nice driving. And who's that? Is that beside Dooley? Is that Ty?
It is Jason Douglas, and that's what I was just about to say. If Dooley's not careful, that's going to bring Douglas into this. And it has. Glasbom and Mahoney are now at it.
Delaney and Whiting, are they in the pits?
No, they're still out there.
Oh, my SDK's doing crazy stuff out here.
They are still out there.
Look at these guys go. Zach's had a really good night tonight. He's been in some epic battles tonight. He as far as action's concerned, he's been amongst it all night tonight.
Sure has. Oh, got a bit squirrely there. Manages to stay on the back of Mahoney. Delaney has made a pit stop.
Yeah,
has a nice repaired car now. He pitted on lap 13.
Well, my system's telling me Dykes up front now, Noble second, Miller third, Delaney, Mahoney, Vlasbom.
Yep, that's correct.
Delaney and Whiting. So they've pitted and come out fair way back. Joe Mahoney, Zach Vlasbom, Ty Delaney, amateurs in 6th, 7th and 8th. And here's Whiting on the back of Zach again. This is a bit of deja vu, isn't it?
It's like we did this a few laps ago.
Hey guys, leave that grass alone, that's my job.
Oh, Vlasbom just caught him.
That bit of grass and lost him some traction. People, just if you don't know, so that line in that circle, that's a Holden symbol, just in case you don't know. That's a relic. Here we go.
Honestly,
It's the same way he passed him earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
On the inside, he's held it nice and tight, nice and clean. Look how low those splitters come to the ground.
You want as much air as you can pushed into the front of these cars. The aero on these things are not amazing.
So we're looking at Delaney right on the back of Dooley as well. We're like...
Dodds. Right on the back of Dodds.
Dodds, yeah. He's just
Whiting's going to make a move. He's going to make a move. He is. Here he comes.
He's done it. He's held it. He's pushed him wide. And he's got the traction down early as well. Well
what
done.
a move from Michael Whiting there.
Nice
Makes
and
it
clean.
too easy.
Yeah.
Dooley is going to want to fight for this position back that Jason Douglas took away from him.
Well, you know what? Jason had that poor start and worked his way from last to back to ninth. So he's back to even now. Started ninth and now he's in ninth position. So good on him. Well done. Well done, Jason.
Jamie Dyke, mate, this guy. 9 seconds. 9.7 seconds. 10 seconds. As Miller and Noble race across the finish line. Something must have happened to Sam Noble. There is no way Miller got on the back of him that quick. Something has definitely happened.
Must have been the chicane. Good old chicane.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
He's overshot it.
Yeah.
And there's Miller, ends up right on the back of him right before they go down the home straight.
Yeah, he was a sitting duck there once he did that.
Miller taking the advantage there. Don't think it's over yet. Sam will not want to just easily give away positions like that. He will be on the fight back, especially as we've just ticked over the halfway mark of this race.
It's going to take Sam at least half a lap to get these tyres cleaned up a bit, and then he'll start to attack again. That Blake on the back of Dodds.
Dodds still, yep. Biggest mover and shaker so far. Dodds is up 10 spots. He's our
really well,
biggest
mate.
mover tonight.
Welcome back, Harry Dodds.
Yeah, he did say he was glad to be back when he re-registered last week, so good to see him. Unfortunately, well, I suppose there's quite a few shakers out there. We've got Blake Glanew's down 4 spots, Troy Dooley down 4 spots, Andrew Cowan down 4 spots, but unfortunately Mr. Daniel Clutterbuck is also down 4 spots, but that's due to a retirement, which we never want to see a retirement.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
It's quite unfortunate. GT3, we ended up with 4 drivers having to retire all due to technical issues. So
yeah, I saw that. I was watching that race. It was, and then Mr. Barber, he had his own technical mental breakdown as he entered the pits lane, and he had a stop and hold and
speeding in the pits.
And the race play.
Yep.
Yeah.
His teammate did come through to win it. So.
Here we go. Doddsy is putting some immense pressure on Noble now. Noble's tapping away on those rear brakes. He's out of sequence there. Can you see it?
He's following a different line to the 2 lads in front of him.
Yeah. You see how he's just a little bit different angle.
Seems to be working out. He got a good run on the side of Noble.
Yeah, he won't be able to hold it here. But coming under the bridge, I reckon Dodds will try to take him at the hairpin on the left. Is he? No,
he's not quite close enough. Yeah, he is definitely getting on the back. Whiting is going to start giving him a push along anytime soon.
Yeah, well, this battle is opening the door up for Whiting, but the problem they've got there is that this battle is increasing the gap for the guys in front of them.
Yep, Funky is at a 1.4 second gap off Sam Noble, and Dyke is out to a 12.4 second gap back to Funky. Just ridiculous.
Dyke's just gone. Hell for leather, mate.
He's just gone, saw ya later, mate, is what he's done. Oh, Douglas Mahoney. Douglas is moving his way through the pack. He has now got back up to where he qualified in 9th and is hassling Mahoney.
Yep, is he going to be able to over and under? No. Julie's taking advantage of this battle as well. Oh, Jason didn't really do well in turning there.
Probably saw the presence of Dooley coming in there.
Yeah, Dooley tried to avoid the contact there, and it cost him a bit of pace.
Dodds now having a big sniff on the back of Noble. Whiting biding his time at this moment. You can see he's keeping a very consistent gap off the back of him. This is a very smart play as Noble and Dodds battle. If there is an incident between the two, or one of them causes themselves to spin, it'll give Delaney a bit of extra options to avoid and make an easy move. Don't always.
This battle has given Chris Miller some breathing space and letting him focus on what's going on.
2 seconds now off Noble.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yep. Good old Coleman has retired his car.
He's retired?
Yeah, he probably had too much damage, I reckon.
Oh no, Dodds is around just as I was saying. Delaney is waiting for the mistake and he's pulled it off perfectly.
I missed it. I looked away.
I called it 15 seconds ago. Here it is, on board with Dodds here. No, and there's the just the self spin.
He's just hit the brakes too hard then. He's tapped the brake and he's started sliding. Was he? He's just lost.
No, that's really odd. He was still on the throttle when that started sliding.
Yeah.
Not heavy on the throttle, but...
And said, thank you very much. I'm on my way, Squire.
is exactly what he was waiting for. You don't have to push for an overtake all the time through the race, biding your time, just letting that person know, oh, listen to him, fuel saving. This man is a wizard at fuel saving.
He just picks up enough pace to keep the pace going through the corner there, doesn't he? And keep the pressure on.
He does. But then he's on the clutch, like... That is wild, the way he fuel saves. On the clutch for a bit there. Downshifts, gets it into the gear he needs.
Gets the momentum he wants and just saves it.
That's crazy good. There he is on the clutch again.
But most people with braking sort of like to get control of it. He just lets the car go and lets the weight of the car and the turning of the tyres slow itself down.
Phenomenal driving.
Yeah. They call it scrubbing of the tyres to let the tyres slow down. That's Mr. Cowan.
Unfortunately, down to fourth spot. Yeah, well, Dooley, Douglas, and Mahoney are all in a little bit of a train and a battle here. So Cowie's just got to stay on the back of them right now and could make an easy move, especially once Mahoney and Douglas start battling. It's going to bring Cowie right on top of Dooley. So
I've just had a sickening thought. If Whiting passes Dodds, Chris Miller's the odd man out. All the rest are fish. Oh no, Miller's a fish
Noble.
too.
Noble would be the odd man out.
Yeah, Noble's the odd man out.
All right, Mahoney's into the pits, and here it go. Look, Cowie has caught the back of Dooley now, who's on the back of Douglas. Cowie is going to want to make a move. He's got one. Can he hold it there, though? Heavy on the brakes through there. Gets it slowed down just in time. On the power again. He now will be looking at the back of the LMR Esports driver, Jason Douglas.
We're going to start to see the pits coming through now, mate. We're approaching lap 20 and 22. This is the next set of pit windows that are going to open up.
This could be the last set of pits for the race, depending on how these drivers take it.
Yeah.
With 20 minutes left to go.
So fuel saving in this sort of situation isn't always about trying to eliminate a pit, but it's trying to get your pit stop to be as quick as possible as well. So Delaney might be able to save a litre or two more than one of these guys in front of them. That means he's going to spend less time in the pits. So when he comes out of the pits, he can overtake people in the pits. So if you've got a 2-second gap, but you've got to take a heap less fuel on someone in front of you, all of a sudden that gap is just gone.
Look on screen right now, Delaney and Whiting both extended their pit stops 2 laps longer over everybody else.
They're expected to come in at what, lap 22?
Yes.
At least, yeah.
They pit on lap 12, both of them, so...
Well, in that case, they're lap 44.
Yeah. Is that in? That's Sam Noble in now.
What's Dykey's buffer? He's got himself a buffer.
14.5 seconds. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's half a pit stop, more or less.
Dodds still up here.
Yeah, Dodds has settled himself back into a rhythm now, and he's just trying to catch up to the back of Delaney again.
He's done well. Had that little bit of a slide, but he's still up 10 positions in 4th place.
Yep, up 10, and Michael Whiting up 9.
Dooley is now closing in on Cowan after Cowan managed to get around him only a lap earlier. Cowan is going to want to get around Douglas as soon as he can. This is actually where him needing to get around to clear that air between him and Dooley, because Dooley is not slowing down. He wants a piece and he will take it.
These boys are going to fight it out all the way to the end.
Dooley with a great inside run there. Oh, Cowie got a better run. I think Dooley may have just rolled off a little bit.
Dooley just gets a little bit too close to the wrong place, and then he has to back off that little bit earlier, which stops his run on to the next part of the track where he needs that momentum. So he's sort of, Dodsy's just gone really wide then. He's held it. He's welcome to the team, Blake, on the back of Miller. Yeah, so Dooley is just, he gets that a little bit too close, a little bit too early in his move, and then he's got to back off or brake, and it stuffs him up to get his momentum going through.
Cowan's done it. Cowan's done it. As you see Jason Douglas go into the pits, Cowan needed to get this move done, even though Douglas went into the pits. Cowan's done it deep into the S's. What a great move. Pulls that V8 up beautifully and makes that move stick. Now that's going to give him a bit of air to get away from Dooley. And he has done so far nearly 1 second, but it is closing fast.
Well done, Cowie. Excellent job. Excellent job.
So it'll be interesting here. The new team member of the Fishy Motorsports, Mr. Chris Miller Funky. We do know the Fishy boys love a good battle. It's interesting. Oh, Delaney getting right up the side of him.
Miller's decided to go for a bit of off-road action. Keep it interesting. Now,
Miller under the brakes.
Yeah. Now,
Blake, huge fishtails and still going.
He's got him back. I'd love to see that again from the outside of the car. I wonder if I know he's new, but I wonder if the banter's still there. So he's spun it.
Look at Blake, big fishies.
Blake nearly lost it as well, and still spinning.
It's actually brought Dodds right onto the back of him now as well.
Yeah. Great little fight there for second, third, and fourth.
Dyke's in the pits. 16 seconds ahead.
Yep. Where are they going to come out on these guys? Are you going to come out in front of them?
Pit lane time.
Oh, they've all three of them gone in the pits. 1, 2, and 3 followed each other.
Oh, Dyke. That's so interesting. Dyke's gonna leave in first. Whiting has gone around him, but Whiting will need to pit as well. So Whiting is provisional P1.
He's trying to do an undercut. Let's see how this pit strategy is going to come out for these boys.
Dyke is coming up now. Everybody else is in the pits. Dyke is still P1.
Blake will come out second because Blake has gone an extra longer lap, so he needs less fuel than the rest of these guys.
Out he comes now. Dyke is still P1. Woof.
Oh, Dyke is going to pass Miller. Look at this. Here we go. This is interesting.
Dodds.
Old tyres. Dodds is he underfilled?
Yeah, he's through.
Is he under? This is going to be interesting for the rest of the race.
What an amazing stint by Dyke. Whiting's still got a pit. Dyke's P1.
Yeah.
What a run. The bus driver can't be stopped.
No, he's unstoppable at the moment. He's going to have this title in the bag if he keeps going like this. So Whiting is how many seconds ahead of him at the moment?
18, but he's still got a pit. Oh, what? Actually, Whiting, with that big a gap, if he pits, nah, it's not enough.
How much fuel he needs, he'll be in the top 3.
Hang on, I need to have a look. I need to see pit lane time. Nah, you're looking at 30 seconds is the quickest, so I don't think he's going to have enough time to hold Dyke off. He really needs to push that gap out further, and I just don't see it happening.
Hold Dyke off.
He may end up in second.
Yes, correct, yeah. Second or third. depending on, here he is in. This is the interesting bit. Let's see where the boys come around the corner. This is like the pivotal pit.
Dyke's already on his way.
Yeah. But this is the battle for podium now. It's not about Dyke. Dyke's just in another land of his own today.
The Whiting is now in his pit stall.
Yep.
Dyke is going to get around him without too much of an issue, so it's going to be where Delaney...
The next two guys, here we go. Delaney and Miller.
And here comes Whiting out of the pits right now.
Yep.
I think Delaney is going to get him. It is going to be close. That is going to bring...
Look at that. 1, 2, 3 fishes.
And we've got
Followed by Noble
and Dodds.
Dodds. How did Noble get ahead of Dodds?
Out
of the pits in front of... Behind Delaney, didn't he?
No, there has been an overtake on... No, it was. Yep, he did him on the pits here. So he got through just before Miller and Dodds. So
Noble's got a pit, yeah? Or has he done his pit?
I believe Noble still... Oh, man, I can't see my Noble.
Oh, Harry. Bit aggressive over that corner then. Miller is fighting his way back through.
Everybody has done their 2 stops, mate. Everybody has done 2 stops.
Good. Dodgy is gonna put some mega pressure here. Jeez, he's improved, hasn't he?
It's like you put something down, not do it for a while, then you come back and you're phenomenally good at it. I always find a little bit of break from practicing sometimes can help.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he's done, but he definitely took a bit of a break from SRW.
He's riding on the back of Blake.
Watch out, boys.
I'd love to hear their banter right now.
As we've got a 3-way battle here for P10. No, P9, Dooley, Douglas, and Cowan.
Yeah. Oh, that's very close. Suspension's all good. Tie rod, left rod, wishbone, everything's fine. Keep going. Oh, he's trying on the outside. Probably not a spot you're going to be able to make that stick. Oh, he's pushed Cowan up.
Gosh.
How did he get away with that?
Looked like Cowan gave him too much road there. Definitely had more to use.
That was a bit too much respect, Andy.
Both very different lines.
Is he going to be able to stick it? Yes.
Great
Good
defensive move from Andrew Cowan.
Oh,
Sim Racing.
Out of Douglas there. That's given Dooley a bit of a run on him. All right, Troy. Let's get this timing right, man. Get right up him when you need to overtake, when you get a bit of draft. Ooh. Showing his eyes. That's brought them right up to each other. See what I mean? See how close he is there, and he's got to break that a little bit earlier, and he breaks that momentum. He's held it this time.
Oh, Cowan playing really lovely defensive lines there.
Yeah. Some good driving through those boys.
Oh, it's Whiting. Whiting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're having a ball, aren't they? They are having a ball. Right now, they'll be having a bit of banter. I'm on your left, Blake. No, I'm on your right, Blake. On two, count Mr. Fish on 2 wheels then. Wow, what have we got left? We've got 10 minutes left, people. 10 minutes of racing to go, and this has been an epic fight all over the place.
Oh my gosh, Noble. Dodds, Noble. I thought Dodds had him then. It was so close in that braking zone then.
Dude, I just turned around, looked at my other screen, and I'm like, you just can't look away. It's just action all round.
Douglas making a move on Cowan, sticks his nose out down the final straight, coming into turn 1. Will he outbrake Cowan and hold that line? Oh, Cowan has had a really smooth line through there. Great run.
That was some good driving ball through those boys.
Thought Douglas was going to be through for sure, but Cowan showing his experience there and just getting that car into the perfect spot on the apex to not allow Douglas to get through. Dooley definitely going to want to start making a look at a move on Douglas now with only 7 minutes left to go.
Well, Douglas' tyres look a bit shot. He's wiggling all over the place, so he's, I think, my prediction is that by the end of it, he's going to go. These two here are fighting like it's a title fight.
It is. It's a fishy title fight.
It is. Bragging rights for the rest of the week. Look how close he is across there. Blake's like,
here we go. Douglas wanting to make the move on Cowan, right on the back of him. He just needs to get that run out of this corner. Oh, Cowan!
Oh, that's all right. He's maintained momentum.
It's definitely allowed Douglas on the back of him. Oh, interesting to see what had happened there. Like Douglas, yeah, Douglas touched the back of Cowan and then fell right off the back of the pace.
Yeah, he would have lost the front end, like would have got really light on him there.
Don't think Dooley was ready for it though. Here he comes again. Cowan looking at the defensive line, uses the same line he did last lap. Great driving.
Keeping it very clean, these boys. I like it. Straight to the finish. We are less than 5 minutes. We've got 4.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go, sorry. And no more safety cars from here on in. Not that we've had one tonight. And the fight is all the way through. We've got Jamie Dyke all the way up the front by bloody 14 odd seconds, followed by Blake Delaney and Michael Whiting fighting for the second step as we can see them right now. And it's another fight for 5th, 6th and 7th are fighting for 4th. And then you've got 8, 9 and 10 fighting for 6th place. So it's got some awesome battles going on.
Douglas still not giving in, trying to get that car around Cowan. He is just an absolute wall at the moment.
Still well, Cowie. Doing real well.
Dooley right on the back now, though. This is going to be crazy.
Well, these guys are fighting for a top 10 finish.
Yeah, for 9th place is what these guys are looking for.
We are down to 1.5 minutes. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, I should say. Oh, Dooley's out there. Oh, Dooley could get a run. Nah, he's dropped off after that corner. I don't know what cost him time there. But great race by Dooley tonight. Really working hard.
Cowan is sweating with the amount of defending he's had to do from Douglas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Douglas sending it down the inside again. Won't have the run into the next corner, though. Cowie just needs to keep this spot right now. That's why he's playing so defensive. He's just like, all I've got to do is hold you there.
1.5 seconds to go. These guys are fighting like crazy. We've got Blake and Whiting are like 2/10 apart, and they've been nowhere apart from 2/10 apart. So it's at the end, it's going to be pushing and bantering in each other's ear. And Dyke's got, I don't know, tiptoe through the tulips going on in the background, mate. He's just cruising it. Where is Mr. Dyke? Oh, what's going on, SDK?
Looked like when I flicked to Douglas, he had a connection issue, so it went, nobody's there to look at.
Yeah. We've obviously got the white flag, yeah? Delaney playing games with Whiting. Yes, that's exactly what's going on.
Oh, Douglas again trying to squeeze up the inside Cowie, just not allowing him to have that use of the track. Douglas is going to go again. He's got to keep trying. He's got to keep trying.
Yeah, these three have not left each other's side, and then these two haven't left it. Oh, here we go on the outside. This is the move. He's done it. No, he hasn't done it.
Oh, no. Dooley and Douglas are plummeting down at the timing table. Something has happened.
Okay. And look at these two. These two just will not give it up.
We've got to find out what happened there, because that was a battle for P9. On board at the moment, Cowan still sitting in ninth.
Oh, he's tapped Cowie. And then that slowed him down, and that's brought Dooley into him. Yeah. He's lost traction tapping Cowie, and that's brought Dooley on the back of him. I'll leave that to the boys upstairs. But look at Dykey. What a lone figure.
This has to be a white flag.
He's just in cruise control.
Barney is not doing his job tonight. I haven't seen any information that this has to be white flag.
This will be white flag now.
59.53. Harlan Motorsport saying happy birthday, Jamie, for yesterday. This is it. This is the final lap. This is the finish.
Happy birthday, Mr. Dyke, as he drifts that corner, and he is the winner of round 5
of your simrigs.com V8 Supercars ProAm series.
Look at this.
Whiting and Delaney. They're going to take this to the finish. Oh, wow. Point. Here we go. 0.001 between those two. Yeah, Delaney got that.
I stopped then because I couldn't remember what track we were on.
Lord.
How close was that? So first place, Jamie Dyke. Second place, oh my goodness.
So close there.
Blake Delaney. Third place, Mr. Whiting. That was a spectacular fight all the way through. Got to take my hat off to the boys. Blake and Mr. Whiting fighting away there. Dykey's just taken that race to the next level on his own. And then the boys in the back, even the Dodsey and Miller, and then you've got Cowan, Douglas, and God, I can't remember their names anymore. My brain's gone.
Dooley and Douglas were having a cracker of a battle. I actually would like to nominate Mr. Dodds for driver of the night or driver of the day. I think consistency across the night, and again up 10 spots. I feel like he is quite well deserved. Guys, let us know in the chat who you think your driver of the day is. Dyke doesn't count because he won, so he's already a winner.
You got Mr. Whiting, who's come from last place on the grid, up 12 places.
It's true, we do. Then there's really no other big movers. Ed Hayden up 2 spots, and Dyke up 1 spot. Vlasbom up 1 spot. So the 2 big movers were Michael Whiting up 12 spots and Harry Dodds up 10 spots, which is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
The results are in. They are locked in.
Look at that. 16.267, 16.274.
That is ridiculous. Arlod Motorsports, Fishy, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, boys. You know what? It's actually been quite a fair few weeks where they've managed to lock out the top 3. So they are going to be stoked with themselves. I think tonight we may as well bring them all in.
You want to have all 3 of them in there?
Oh, mate, it's always fun getting the Fishy boys in.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I'm up for that.
And we can just kick them out, so bring all 3 in. We'll start talking to Michael.
You got to be amateur winner? Mr. Vlasbom?
Yeah, we can talk to Zach as well, sure.
Yeah, we'll do the amateur winner, and then we'll have all 3 of those, because we'll burn a bit of time having 3 of them in one room. Oh,
Yeah.
Noble just dropped out packet loss just as we finished.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I need to essentially get an updated list of Pro-Am as well. Actually, I think it's on the standings, isn't it?
I believe it is.
I need to adjust that for the broadcast. Haven't got to that. Sorry, guys.
Jason Chin, that was epic. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I hope you viewers enjoyed that, because me and Nath.
The hell is this Nathan guy?
Loved it. The way the boys raced tonight was pretty sick, and Jason Chin is actually joining our Formula 3 series. Who's talking there on YouTube, and he'll be there. Mr. Whiting's flashing. He's getting me epilepsy of the amount of flashing they're doing, these boys. But great work out there. Fishy's all over the place. Crikey, I'm hungry now. I want some fish and chips. You've got Mr. Dyke finishing in first, Blake Delaney in second, Michael Whiting third, Harry Dodds fourth, Sam Noble fifth, Chris Miller in sixth, Zachary Vlasbom in seventh, which is your amateur leader, followed by Joe Mahoney in second place for the amateurs, and ninth, Andrew Cowan in third place for the amateurs, and your top 10 is rounded off by Troy Dooley. So epic battle from top and bottom. That was just sensational from these boys.
Definitely was, and I've got to say, Vlasbom is going to be stoked with himself because he also took out the amateur P1 on Tuesday night as well. So phenomenal races for him in the V8s over this week.
So we've got 3 boys in the green room waiting already for us, Mr. Vlasbom, Mr. Mahoney, Mr. Cowie, which means we've got to talk to all 3 of them, yeah?
We only usually do one.
Yeah, do you want to just bring all 3 of them in as well?
I suppose we could. Yeah, it throws me
We
off.
can do anything we want, mate. What do you want to do?
I'm not used to doing all 3, but we can definitely do all. I mean, tiredness is sinking in, so I'm thinking the quicker I can get out of this, the better. That's all man, I am exhausted, man. This has been a monstrous
All right, let's drag all
week.
3 of them down.
Just bring them in.
Yeah, let's bring them in.
Surprise!
Hello.
Boys, how are you? Top 3 amateurs. What an epic race. We thought we would drag all 3 of you in, because I know that when you guys sit in the green room, you're all having a bit of a banter, a bit of a laugh, and talk about the racing. How much fun was it?
Oh, I'm sweating, man. Trying to hold off Jace there at the end. That was epic.
I said that.
Fun.
I said I bet Cowie is sweating bullets just trying to block him from getting past.
No, it was a great battle, man, and I don't know what happened to him there at the end there. I think he said Troy got him, because he tried to get me into the last section, but I was trying to block him. But it was awesome fun, and yeah,
He was trying to get you in every section there was, mate. If you, I thought at one stage you guys were dating and holding hands.
Well, I was just trying to back him up where I could, make him use up his tyres and just really focus on my exits. So I sort of blocked the same spot, I think 3 or 4 laps, but 3 or 4 spots where I just made sure he couldn't get up the inside of me and push me wide.
Yeah,
No, it's good fun. It's great fun.
Yeah, Joey, your race went a bit quiet after the first half. you were right up there fighting, battling left, right, and centre, and it went a bit quiet after the first pit stop.
It was quiet after the second pit stop. That's the after the first pit stop, I came out with Dave Coleman, and we
oh, that's right. Yeah.
We had a bit of contact as well, and then I was struggling with tyres at the end of that stint. All these boys caught up with me, but after that last pit stop, I think it was the first time I took a breath all race. It was on from the start. It was awesome fun.
You and Coleman were right in the thick of it for the whole first part of the show. It was just like it was epic fighting, left, right, and centre. Like a little bit of room here, a little bit of room there. Coleman is like a rash, isn't he?
Oh, I think all of them are. Any of these blokes are. You can't give them an inch because they'll take it. And that showed up again. That second, especially towards the end of that second stint, I was locking brakes and all sorts, trying to keep it together. And it was partly why I pitted as well, a bit earlier than everyone else. So just to take a deep breath and get into a rhythm and that sort of thing. And I ended up getting a bit of a gap to the guys behind who were battling, which I was hoping to get that after the first pit stop, but it didn't quite happen. Doesn't quite happen when you have someone like Coleman up behind you straight after a pit stop.
I guess that's the difference between tonight and Tuesday nights, isn't it? Just that level of pressure that's on your back the whole time.
They catch you really, really quickly. When you make a little mistake, they are on you, and you just have to be switched on the entire time. It's awesome. It really is.
Well, it takes your experience to the next level, and I guess it improves you as a driver as well.
Definitely. It's I'll take it on to Tuesday night now. Looking forward to that one.
And Zach, two top steps, Tuesday and Sunday. How's that feel?
Oh, not a bad last 2 weeks, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good battle with, I think it was Coleman, one of the fishy cars at the start. But I can attest that he's a bit of a rash, eh? Yeah, if you give him an inch, he'll use that inch. So I mean, he got away in the end, but no, we had a good little battle, bit of door banging, bit of off track, but you know, that's racing. That's what you expect, and hats off to him. But yeah, the second half was just about consistency and just keeping it on track, and that's what we did. So
yeah, well, you had the pleasure of the main fish coming through. At one point, you were holding them up for Joey. At one point, he was breaking away, and you were there. And then you guys swapped again. But I tell you what, you guys got to watch this race back and love it, because some of the fighting you guys, all three of you, take my hat off to you guys. You all three are improving at a tremendous level, and the fighting that you're getting into, and the composure you guys are showing has been next level. It's really good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think as the races go on, the racecraft respect between the other people for the most part just gets better and better. So hopefully that's a sign of more things to come. So bring it on, eh?
I believe so, mate. And it shows in the racing that we're broadcasting, the level that you guys, you get to know each other a bit better. You know each other's weaknesses and strengths, and sort of play on them, and the way you guys work out there as gentlemen racers. I'll take my hat off to you guys. Sensational. What I'll do is I'll go through all three of you, and you guys can thank all your supporters and everything like that. And I would suggest you all thank your mums as well. You want to go first, Cowie?
Yeah, well, thanks to you boys and Mum, of course. I took her out to lunch today, so I didn't get to have quite as much practice, but these are the sacrifices we've got to make, I suppose, for Mum. Bad luck to Brad, one of my teammates, who could only spectate on that second session when it got stuffed up. So he's gutted. He was looking forward to race tonight, and Trav and Ed had good fun at the back there. But yeah, also thanks to our big sponsors, Toyo Sim. If you're looking for a great deal on Camus Direct Drive, you can use our code PSR5 off. West End Motor Group, Too Easy Finance, Track Racer, my own business, CowMusic.com, had a couple of great gigs on the weekend. It was awesome fun. Night Rider Designs for our paint work, and hashtag Talk to Me Bro for speaking out if you're feeling it, boys.
Thank you, Cowie. Joey?
Yeah, thank you, boys. Yeah, congrats to Zach and Cowie and those three fishy boys for 1, 2, 3 again. I'd like to thank the Race and Oz guys for all their help. JT IT PC Consultants, Gutter Night Analytical, BE Electrical, and we've got Pagnian, Selby Acoustic, the Gamesman, and thank you to you guys for putting this on. It's it's been really enjoyable, these races, and looking forward to the next one.
Good to hear, mate. Good to hear, mate. Look, good luck for the rest of the week and next round. And to our podium and race winner of the amateurs, Mr. Zachary Vlasbom. Who would you like to thank?
I'd just like to thank, firstly, you guys for putting on the show again. So thank you once again, and all the races for tonight. I've got my list ready. So shout out Preach Design if you want a sick livery. Hit up MG Preacher 888 on Discord. I'm B Raceware. Obviously all the Alpha Venturi Racing boys. Toyo Sim as well. If you want 5% off, use code AVR5OFF for your order. The Twitter, Alpha Venturi with an underscore. Couldn't get Alpha Venturi, but that's good enough. And I'd like to shout out Greenie tonight because, he put on a good show as race engineer. And shamelessly gonna plug myself, twitch.tv/Captain O'Gold if you want to catch the action from my cockpit.
Cool, mate. Congratulations and well done. Do something about that logo. It sucks, mate.
Oh, thanks.
All right, see you later, and see some of you on Tuesday night.
Time for another
Cheers, lads.
Another shoey, hey Zach.
Oh, not just yet. Maybe for the next race win.
All right, guys. Catch us next week.
Take care.
Catch a breath and whack these next lot in. What do you reckon?
Send it.
Send it.
I got a bedtime to get to.
As you young fellas know, we like to do things a bit differently and weird, so we thought we'd bring the whole amateur podium in, and we might as well bring the whole bloody school of fish in at the same time.
Yes. How we going, boys?
Good, man. Good. I tell you what, you guys absolutely destroyed my voice on a Sunday night, and
you did that yourself, mate.
Yeah, but that was some epic fighting. Dikey, I don't even want to talk to you, mate. That was boring as batshit.
Well, when you're in another class of your own.
Oh.
All right, champion.
I was sort of kind of expecting that. Whitey, mate, that from the back, you were up 13 places, mate. That was an epic drive. And then at the end of that, you and Blake put out a masterclass of how close you can drive to someone on a track.
Yeah, it's always good to know you with your teammates that they're going to leave you room and you leave them room, and it turns out to epic racing like that. So that was good fun.
Yeah, well, it looked good. I hope you guys watch this back because the fighting was pretty cool. But you had a it wasn't the easiest for you to get back from the back of the grid up to the front. You had Vlasbom in front of you at one point that was sort of elbows out.
Yeah,
amateurs as well.
They weren't making it easy, and kudos to them, really. I mean, it's third position, so they don't have to give it to me. So well done to them.
Yeah, I think you had the right-hander at the end of the main straight looked like a favourite position for you to pass. I think you got 2 or 3 of them on that spot.
Turn one.
Turn one, yeah.
Yeah, turn one's a good spot. If you get up the inside, it's very hard to stay. If you're on the outside, it's very hard to stay in front. So it's a pretty good move there. So I don't mind that one.
Yeah. Blake, another masterclass of fuel saving as usual.
Oh well, I should have done it from the start, mate. Might have been able to do one stop because it turned out that there was heaps of fuel to be able to be saved on that track.
Well, we were listening to you for a while there, and I was like, damn, man, he's just, there's the clutch again, there's the clutch again. It was like, far out. I don't know how you, I don't know how any of you boys keep that momentum and pace coming through the corners. It's beyond me. Obviously beyond me because I'm shit. Excuse the viewers. But the way you guys take those corners, the pace you carry through the corners is just phenomenal. And then on top of that, you're still fuel saving as well.
Yeah, well, let's be honest though, the big dyke was out in front and he was pulling away at a couple of tenths a lap, so there wasn't much point in trying to chase him because he's just too fast. Too many pro driver races, I think, there. And if I keep talking about him, I reckon he won't walk out of the sim room. It'll be too big to fit out the door. But
you already fall off the sim because his head's tipped him over.
Well, I met him for the first time last week, and geez, he's got a huge head.
Oh, I feel sorry for you.
Now you know why.
Sorry to hear that, Steve.
No, it was all right, mate. We had a bit of a laugh. It wasn't too bad, mate. It was good.
Can I ask you though? Did you have a deer ice coffee in his hand?
Mate, I was about to say that. I was about to say the first thing.
I fucking did too.
The first he came and saw us on Saturday, and he pulls up. I was sitting in the rig adjusting it and doing crap on it, pretending it looked like I pretended I know what I was doing. And I turned around, there he is, and I'm going, "Come here, you big bastard, give me a hug." And he puts down in his hand, he's got a dare ice coffee. He's put it on the counter. I'm just like, my head's just like, oh my god, it's true.
Did he have the name badge on his shirt, and did he ask if he can park his bus out the front?
He didn't have a name badge on, but he had some new ink.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he's got some new ink. So those viewers out there that don't know, that Jamie loves the Fishy Boys that much that he's got himself
my name tattooed on him.
Yeah, it's not a fish. It's Michael Whiting. He's got Whiting forever.
Oh man!
No, he's got himself the piranha on his left-hand breast. He wouldn't let me touch it. But yeah, he's gone that far. Have you got one yet, Marty?
Not yet. It's on the to-do list.
You get it. Well, he's beaten you to it, hasn't he?
Well, he's kind of set the precedent now. I kind of have to.
Yeah. Well, now Jamie owns the Fishy Boys. It's settled by a tattoo.
Well, I'm gonna give Ty a call, see if he wants to go to a tattoo parlor with me.
Good luck with that.
If that's the case, I'm just going to get a world tattooed on me and become the king.
Well, Rocky, I guess suppose we have to talk to you as well. Boring race, how did it feel?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Especially after you, I thought quali were you going to balls that up after the first attempt. I wasn't sure you were going to come back. I know you've been sick all week, so it was good to have a relaxing race.
Yeah, qualifying set wasn't that good, but I knew I had a good race set, and I just played to my strengths really.
Well, you're finally getting some airtime on the broadcast anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, once Blako had his little spin, I was kind of, free to just cruise.
I didn't have a spin.
Slide.
No, he checked the structural integrity of the barrier, mate. And
That's all it was, yep, 100%.
Mate, I can tell you right now that integrity of that wall is really good and strong because I was there on Tuesday night and I checked it all for you.
I'm sliding the front bumper. You fans can have it.
I'll sign the front bumper. Yeah, no worries. Well, guys, it's a pleasure having all three of you out there on track and in the room tonight together. We do things differently here as usual. So who wants to shout out to the people that bring you guys to the racing world?
We'll give it to the winner of the race, I reckon. When you're ready, Jamie.
Obviously, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Infinity Designs, Precision Sim Training, DC Shades, Relax Marine and Game Fishing, Adrenaline Images, West End Motor Group, and Battery Warehouse, Early Beach. And I'd like to thank the family for letting me stay up late and race because it's been pretty hectic today.
It's way past his bedtime.
It's way past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Well, gents, the only tip I've got for you, Dyke, is next time say it slower. The sponsors deserve it. But it's a pleasure having you guys in the room and having a bit of a laugh. I'd probably at some points when we're racing, having a race like that, I wouldn't mind getting a snippet of what the conversation's like in the back end with you guys, because I reckon it would have been a lot of taking a piss out of each other, especially Blake and Michael. I can just see it.
It's not
when you guys
PG.
are telling each other.
It's not
No,
PG.
it was- we definitely have a lot of fun. I mean, when we were driving side by side, we were communicating.
No, I thought so. There was a few splues. Right, I can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, we'll let you go. It's a late night, and you all got family at home that you got to look after. You don't have to talk to us morons. But thank you again for coming out and supporting SRW. Thanks for putting on a great show.
All good.
Good on you, boys. Thanks very
Thanks,
much.
boys.
Cheers.
mate.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
See you, boys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is your race results for the simrigs.com V8 Supercars Pro-Am Series here for round 5 at Suzuka GP, thanks to Dragon RC. It was a Fishy Motorsports podium lockout with Jamie Dyke in P1, Blake Delaney in P2, and Michael Whiting in P3 for the overall standings. We did see Zachary Vlasbom take P1 for the amateurs, Joe Mahoney in P2, and Andrew Cowan in P3. What a phenomenal race tonight. And Steve, I hope you don't have too much more to say, because I am ready to say goodnight.
I don't have much to say. We will be picking a winner for the Mother's Day gift, and we'll be reaching out to you people to get the prize out as soon as possible. Again, thank you all for your support and being out there, and to all the mums, happy Mother's Day. Look after your guys and your girls that race with us, and enjoy the sweets when you get them, guys. Thank you.
Definitely, guys, and we will see you here again on SRW TV on Tuesday for round 6 of the simrigs.com V8 Supercars Amateur Series, and we will be going live at 7:30. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and like. Make sure you don't miss all the action. I have been Nathan ShiBBy Howard. Next to me has been Steven Sinkovic, and we are ending this broadcast by saying stay safe and race hard.
Much love.